Yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome to Urban Absurdity. I'm your host, OG Ron.
And I'm Bianca.
And we have a special guest in the house tonight.
A returning guest.
Yeah, somebody just came back.
What up, niggas? We gonna get canceled soon.
That definitely caught me off guard. You don't look like the type of dude that just say nigga a lot.
I don't say nigga a lot.
You don't?
But I do say nigga a lot.
You think we look like
You know you can't say nigga in front of white people, right? That's some dumb ass shit to me.
I don't get it. It's not the ER, so how come we can't say that?
You know, you say nigga in front of white people, they get offended, like like they to make up the word. They be like, oh my god.
Yeah, but even if they don't get offended, I feel bad if it slip out and a white person around.
I like that.
I kind of look around if I know I'm in danger of a white person being in the vicinity.
they get too comfortable.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm not saying.
I'm tired of hiding. I'm sorry.
I'm tired of hiding what I feel.
From
I'm
black,
so
white
tired.
people. My woman gets so mad every time we out. I be like, dang, there's a lot of white people here. She's like, you can't say white people. I said, why the fuck not? They white.
Why?
They are white.
They are white.
Shit, because they probably say it's a few black people.
That's what I'm saying. You think they not saying that shit when they see me walk in?
White people are different. They don't really say it. They'll just kind of clutch their purse a little bit tighter, hurry up, lock that door.
Right. That's
Black
even
people
worse.
say, I see white people.
Yeah, that's even worse when they.
That's worse.
Like,
No,
bitch, why you across the street? Ain't nothing over there. Ain't even a sidewalk over there. Bring your ass back over here.
Took the long. So that happens to light-skinned people?
You know what? Not as often.
I thought they would approach you a little bit faster than they would me,
My woman dark skinned, so she always with me, so that's why.
Listen.
Okay, but if the male is lighter, they look at y'all like, okay, that's
cool.
not a harmful couple.
Yeah, we cool. They approach me all the time.
Drake has given the light skins a pass. They feel
Is that what happened?
like they're going to sing Controller, or they're going to.
I kid you not. I kid you not.
Drake?
No.
It's Drake.
He's way too tough.
He got taller. Are you on stilts?
Yeah. Is that Drake?
I kid you not. So during the daytime, I substitute teach, right?
Okay.
Wherever I go, right? And the other day I was substitute teaching, and these kids, I told them I didn't care if they played music or whatever, just as long as I can hear, right? Think why these motherfuckers was playing the blackest music they could find. I felt kind of offended. I'm like,
NWA.
there's too many nigga words coming out of that song. Like, I know you saying that shit when I'm not around. I almost had to check some kids, man.
So how do we feel about that? I have that question. Like, do you feel? I gotta know. Do you feel when you are out and you hear a group of young people who are not black? I don't give a fuck what they are. They're not black. Say nigga or nigga.
I'm just getting used to Mexicans saying it.
Oh, Mexicans get a pass
Because I never grew up around Mexicans.
Us.
Is they cool?
They with us.
I mean, but with that word.
But then.
I mean, but we can't say the W word.
Nope.
We can't call them the W word.
What's the W word?
Way back.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Well,
that's what nigga is.
Mexicans don't say it in a derogatory way. They say it as we say it.
No. You know what?
They don't get a pass?
They do,
Listen,
but I don't know.
People need to understand. Let's understand it's black.
How many black people do we need in one room to make a vote on that?
We're gonna need
like 9.
Listen,
we gonna need half Mexicans in that motherfucker.
No.
Best 5 out of 9.
Nobody. You know what? I feel
there can
like
only be one Mexican on it.
Just me. I feel like no one else can use it. I feel like that because why do black people feel like you gotta share shit like some people get a pass? No. Listen, that's us. Y'all got some words, a whole language. That's yours. You know what I mean? You do whatever you want to.
I think
you
any
think
person
when they
that
say negra, they ain't talking about some niggas? Because they got their own words.
Listen, it should.
What is that? Shawnee Mission Parkway? Y'all saw that store up there with the horse and it say negra?
Yeah,
I always ride by there like, this is some racist shit. Running the light by accident. Like, dude.
What the fuck?
Oh, my bad. I ended up back up and shit. Like, dude, hey, I never knew what that meant.
Yeah,
I still don't.
No.
It means black.
And the horse is black as fuck.
It just means black.
Yeah. No.
It means black.
I feel like.
Then you see it in the food aisle sometimes, too. You ever seen it like on a can?
Yep.
I saw it. Yep. I took a picture of it a long time ago, put it on Facebook.
Don't share it, man. Don't share it.
No.
You're making us look bad out here, bro.
No.
It's some black ass beans, right. As a matter of fact. It's some black ass beans. These are negra beans.
Listen, hey guys. I love my Latinas.
Me too.
I love, especially the men. You know, some of y'all are just absolutely the finest. But can
Cortez don't unplug the laptop. Okay, go ahead,
Beyonce. But can you say it? I don't think so. I feel like we as a people, we've been through a lot. Let us have something.
Comment.
Let us have something that's ours. I'm not letting it go.
Fuck that. Mexicans, Latinos,
No.
Cubans.
No.
Fucking comment if it's okay for y'all to say Negro.
How
Nigga.
can somebody else tell you if it's okay if they can say it?
Yeah, we gotta say it.
It's part of their culture.
No. Black people how do you feel about people saying the
black
word?
people comment.
Because you have to. That's like asking permission that's like me asking my brother for permission, my mama right here. Like I'm not asking you. I gotta ask you.
I'm about to write this on Facebook.
Write it on Facebook.
We're gonna get some answers.
We do. How do you feel about any other race, no matter what they are?
Hold on, man. That's a long goddamn
Yes.
sentence. I just want to.
You're right. You
gotta say like 4 words. Like how do you feel about any other race? Bianca can just spit it out.
No. We talking about Mexicans.
When it comes,
you can put that.
Latinos. Is that the proper word?
Yes, I think that's the proper word.
Hispanics.
I think Latino and Hispanics mean the same.
How do you feel about Latino? I think they mean the same.
I do.
Latin people are from Latin descent. Hispanics.
No,
is from all.
I don't know. It's something different.
That's
why. Is it?
This is already.
How do you feel about Latinos?
Hold on, somebody.
How do you feel about Latinos?
How do you spell Hispanics?
Anyone of Latin descent. Anyone of Latin descent.
Hispanics. How do you feel about Latinos?
I know what Latin America is. I ain't never heard of Hispanic America. Somebody give me an atlas.
We love y'all.
Not an atlas, nigga.
Listen, we love y'all. I'm just saying.
Latinos / Hispanics saying the N-word.
What's in an almanac?
Do they get
ain't no countries in there?
They don't know. No. Nobody gets a pass.
Oh, man.
He's asking them.
They already tell us, like, people already say as black people, we shouldn't even say it. We already got our own issues.
So why, okay, tell me this. You know, everybody has a reason of why they think black people are the people that say it, right? So let's just break it down the word, right? So Negro or nigga, Negro, whatever was back during slavery times. And then...
It wasn't Negroes,
Niggers, yeah. And then it was nigga, and then it was Negroes, all this other shit, right? Colored and everything, right?
Yeah, Negroes still borderline.
Yeah, so then especially colored is hella borderline, nigga.
Hell yeah.
Colored, nigga, what the fuck, right?
Like not at all.
So this word develops, right? And then we take that word and we treat it like a brotherhood, you know what I mean? Or a sisterhood. Yeah. We like, what's up, my nigga? What's good, my nigga?
Turn it into a greeting.
But then we also use nigga in a derogatory way. We like, these motherfucking niggas, man. They get on my goddamn nerves.
Nigga!
Right? And like what Chris Rock says, the difference between black people and then it's niggas, right?
Yeah.
And black people hate niggas, you know what I mean? So I
hate niggas.
Right, we hate niggas, right? But we say that shit so freely, right?
We do.
And at one point, you know, like, for instance, like, we don't go everywhere and say nigga. Like, we not at church saying nigga.
No.
We not
at work.
Yeah, we're not at work saying nigga. Mm-hmm. So we know when and not to say nigga, you know what I mean? So we know nigga is probably not a good word, right, to use just freely in public, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, like,
I'm gonna tell you why. Me personally, why I don't.
Why do you say it?
I'm gonna tell you why I don't say.
I like it.
I don't say it because, right, for real. Like, I don't say it because I don't want anyone else to get comfortable with saying it. You know what I mean?
Around you.
Like, it's kind of like, let's say if I was talking bad about my mom, like, my mom, she get on my nerves, and if somebody else said, well, yeah, your mama is, hold up, motherfucker. Yeah. Did I explain it out loud and give my frustration?
Yeah.
But that ain't for you to jump in this shit.
Yeah, that don't mean I need anything from you. I don't need anything from you.
I don't need backup. So I can't say nigga everywhere, because then they'll be like, oh, I feel comfortable with this too. You should not. That is not for you. That is within my people. That is for me to talk to my people, and that is because we understand that. It's kind of like you said, other people don't know how to act when it's said. Mm-hmm. We do, though. Yeah. Which
the
is
only
why
way you get a pass with that, like, y'all got to be real little friends. Like 5 or 6 years old, y'all grew up saying nigga. Yeah. Then there's no, you can't just wake up. So all right, we 16. You got to stop. So you know what I mean? You got to be close friends.
So what you saying? Like,
if I grew up with a white boy and we was calling each other nigga when we was little, that nigga got a pass.
Ron, he don't get no fucking pass. Now you making me mad.
He get a pass with me.
No, he don't get no fucking pass.
You need to.
Hey, what if we were somewhere where
then you
no.
What do you mean no?
He could get a pass with you at your
Listen,
house. That nigga can't come to my house and talk that shit, Ron. If you and your white friend come to my house, he said, nigga, y'all both get the fuck out.
You better explain.
I'm leaving with him.
You better explain to your friend.
We've been kicked out of better places than this. Come on, nigga.
God damn.
You better explain to your friend, when you are around me, you safe.
Yep.
When you out here in these streets and you say that shit, they will whoop your ass, and there's nothing that I can do.
All right, but that was just an example. I don't have any white friends I grew up with.
Use that shit at your own risk.
Okay.
Tell that to anybody. Use that shit at your own risk. Because some people...
the people are talking.
Oh, great.
They're talking. What are they saying? What are they saying?
No, let them talk.
Okay. I'm going to repeat back what they said.
Who said it?
It's about 5 people already said it.
Okay. Let me log on to your stuff.
Malini Jones said, no, I have checked a few.
No.
Ashley Edwards said, fuck no. Half of them think they better than black people anyway. Fuck out of here. Felicia Ramirez says, I don't feel anyone should say it. It's an ugly word.
Her last name is Ramirez.
Right? They get passes all the time, especially because the music and business industry. That was from Sean. Nene said, if they can beat you up, they can.
You know what? I like that answer.
And we just said that. Like,
if I feel physically threatened, they can say whatever they want.
Right.
Use that shit at your own risk. When you are around your friend and your friend tell you, yeah, cool, dog, it's cool, you say it. Remember, he's saying that with you. But if a bunch of niggas surround both of you motherfuckers, the niggas gonna jump over with the other niggas while they whoop your motherfucking ass.
They might have back in the day. We don't live in that kind of world no more.
Shit. I've seen some niggas get on a nigga head when they said that shit. I was in the parking lot trying to put my groceries in.
Yeah, but you'd be a fake friend if you don't ride with them. Like, if we grew up saying niggas and they come out, you talking to me, and somebody try to jump you, you ought to beat us both up.
Yeah, they got to. They gotta beat you up because you got in the past.
Watch this segue, though. Watch this segue.
Uh-oh.
Blackface. Boom.
I was ready. I was ready.
God damn. Go.
We make a good team. And you know what? And I want to tell y'all, we having a good time tonight. I'm going to take this light. I was only going to go hard on it if Terrence Maddox had came on the show.
All right, how time from KCK.
Yeah.
Next time.
All right, how I feel about Blackface. Wait a minute, am I going first?
Go ahead.
I feel the shit's disrespectful.
Okay.
I saw too many people giving white people passes. And I saw some people, you get mad at Blackface, but you don't give a fuck when you see your girlfriend got on blonde wigs. And I'm like, look, all right, first of all, that's a separate issue. Mm-hmm. We'll get to that when we cross it.
I hate deflecting.
I hate deflection. It's fucked up. All right, Blackface, even if the white person is ignorant to what they're doing, that's when you're supposed to remind their ass.
Exactly.
Look, this shit is a
trash.
Fucked up part of our history.
You're trash.
Back when they started that bullshit, it was in black people had to entertain, and we had some real dark brothers back then. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You still had to put that black ass paint on your face so they can look down on you while you entertain them. Mm-hmm. If you just came out with your regular black face, they would have did you like the Apollo. Get out of here. Or even worse, you couldn't. And white people performed in that. Black people had to perform in that to actually make a living or whatever, or for whatever reason they were doing it. It's just a disrespectful part of our history that people keep bringing up. Mm-hmm. And people may say this is a conspiracy, but I really fucking saw some shit. I was watching BET the other day, which is not our channel.
Right, not no more.
It's not.
That's not our fucking channel.
Not no more.
It seems strange.
Ever since they took out, God damn it, what is it called when they came on at 2:00 in the morning? Uncut. When they took out Uncut, they left us out.
Hey, dude, you know what? I saw too many excuses like, hey, y'all didn't get mad at white chicks. They was doing the same thing. And then it seemed like suddenly when the firestorm of Blackface is going on, white chicks came on 6 times in the last 4 days.
Funny movie.
So what did they have to do with that? I ain't seen white chicks on BET in so long, but 6 times in the last 4 days during a Blackface firestorm. Okay, now y'all trying to be like, okay, it's okay. Look here's y'all people with white makeup on. That has something to do with it. All right, that's it.
I just want to know, when have white people been oppressed?
Tell it.
There you go.
Talk to him.
When have they been oppressed to where us? Well, not even us. It was 2 people doing white chicks where that offended y'all. As a matter of fact, I remember seeing y'all at the movie theater.
Matter of fact,
watching this shit.
Let's be real, bitch. We waiting on White Chicks number 2 to tell you the
For real. If you really want to know,
get it together. We watching that shit.
if you really want to know,
We want to see how that shit is. Okay, we want to laugh at you, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Blackface came with, that's like, I hate when people, and that's just me, sorry. I hate when people deflect. I hate when there's an issue and other people say, and especially black people say, but.
I hate them niggas.
There is no but.
No but.
There is no but. And black people, you know what? We need to start. The problem is we need to start handling business within ourselves, within our own circles, within our. Stop doing that, because then when white people watch us do that, then they say, "Oh, I got one. I got one," because he's right.
Yeah.
You do this instead of you going to where the issue is within your community, within your people. Stop doing that. Stop putting us on Front Street, because people do that enough. Blackface is bullshit. You know it is. It is not equivalent to where, first of all, weave comes from India. With the good shit.
Right.
So no one is trying to buy lice written hair.
Right.
No offense, white people. I love y'all too.
Damn, that was.
I love y'all too, but I'm saying y'all
damn.
do.
That shit came out of nowhere.
She went off with that one.
I love y'all, but it happens to y'all. You can't say it doesn't. People are buying hair from India. Bundles that's where they're coming from. Right. And anyway, we have been Americanized. So you cannot say that black people wearing weave are putting on makeup or dressing up is like trying to be fucking white. That's like when people say if you have good speech that you're trying to be white. Come on. Like, really? So basically black people are just supposed to stay one way. That's it. This is all we got. This is what we're supposed to do. That is nothing compared to having blackface when you know it's fucking disrespectful, and then you putting them big ass lips on that shit. Get the fuck out of here. No.
Yeah, they're not even dressing as a respectable blackface.
Right.
Like,
Exactly.
Them shits look like they just going too far with that shit. Like, I seen one with a woman really dressed as a maid or some shit, and she had the big red lipstick on her face.
That's
like, what the fuck? I mean,
Yeah.
she looked, what was it called, like a jigaboo or something like that?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
who the fuck does that?
Stop it.
Like,
Stop
no.
it.
They know it's disrespectful. If they don't, then they should be reminded.
And
everybody keeps defending them.
You know what the real problem is that I'm gonna talk for a long time, so I'm sorry, y'all.
Oh, go ahead. I got a drink over
Get
here.
it out.
Because it's me, right? So my problem is
Make me a sandwich. You want some?
Yeah, just go ahead and
So
give me
so
the
you
bread.
know, so you remember the kid that wore the monkey shirt that said,
Yes, I do.
right? You
Yeah.
remember that, right? You could tell what that boardroom looked like, right? It had to be a lot of white people, or it was one black person or two black people that didn't speak up, right? And that's really the fucking problem, is that these people are showing up to work in a Halloween costume as blackface. Now, the problem is that before that shit even had to go off, right? Before the job was like, hey, you can come in and dress however you want to dress, right? It should have been somebody in that HR room that said, hey, come dress as you are, but don't come in as blackface. Don't bring
I think
y'all
that should
white
be a rule
asses.
now.
Yeah, don't bring y'all white asses in here as blackface, right? Or any other derogatory thing, right? And then on top of that, don't take no motherfucking pictures here, right? Like, this is our job. This is UPS. That's where it happened at UPS. Like, we fucking UPS. Like your decisions affect our money.
Exactly.
You know? So that's the first problem, right? The other problem was you had said something about shit. What did you just say? I had it. What did you just say?
I don't know. I talk a lot.
Find it again.
You had said something about fuck. I had it.
Why when we forget stuff, we try to repeat it? So
Yeah, we do.
Think it's gonna come up.
Yeah, I do that every show.
You had said
What word it stem from? What blackface stem from?
You had said something about shit.
Error.
God damn it. No, but shit, you was talking about blackface and shit like that.
Yeah.
And the one of the biggest problems is that, like you had said, and I'm pointing at why did I even drink? Why the fuck did they even give me something to drink? I don't even drink, nigga. So now
He had a cooler.
I did have a cooler.
And
I had
He had a little Tito's,
I had some Tito's.
which is from our Latino brothers.
Right.
Listen.
I'm not sure if it is.
And you listen. Hello.
And he just downed another sip. Hey, look.
Blackface is a problem. We shouldn't have it, just like anything else. Like, I'm tired of us as black people. Like, even me. even me, I was kind of like, at first I was kind of like, this shit doesn't affect me. You know what I mean? It doesn't affect me personally, right? Mm-hmm. But then I start to really think because I seen them more and more and more.
It affects you.
Oh, this is what I was going to say.
Came to him.
The ignorant part about it, right? If I drive 50 miles an hour in a school zone, right? Mm-hmm. And I get pulled over and the cop comes up to me and he says, do you know you was going 50 in a 25? Mm-hmm. And I'll be like, I did not know, officer, that was a problem. I did not read about this particular situation, right?
Yeah.
Do I not get a ticket for that?
Fuck yeah, you still do.
I still get a fucking ticket, right? Just because I'm ignorant to the fact doesn't mean the police is going to let me go, right?
Exactly.
So in this world, when you say you showed up as Blackface, you didn't know it was a fucking problem. Mm-hmm. Bitch, that don't negate the fact that it's a fucking problem.
Exactly.
Like, so you still going to have these reprimands and
you still going to get these hands.
Yeah. One of the people on Facebook, I'm not going to say his name, one of the people on Facebook was just like, hey, I don't think people should lose their job because they made a bad decision by wearing blackface. Fuck that.
Listen,
I think they should lose more than their job.
I think they should get beat up too.
For people who are saying,
I don't know about
no, you should get beat the fuck up. For people who are saying,
me and Bianca gonna start patrolling.
For people,
that ain't gonna help us. We gonna be back in jail with them in jail.
Listen, sometimes you gotta take that.
They gonna still be on the blackface. We gonna look right up.
And when I get out, I'm whooping your ass.
You little dumbass.
People are saying that that nobody should lose their job. Emmett Till whistled. Well, let me get it right. He did not. He did not. Yeah. But Emmett Till allegedly whistled at a white woman and got killed.
Not just got killed.
Bitch, you lost your job. You are lucky. Yeah. You didn't lose your fucking life. You know what? You should be thankful. Yeah. You should be thankful. And for black people who are saying, like, this has nothing to do with me. This has every fucking thing to do with you. If your grandma was sitting around and somebody just came up and beat the fuck out of her, you would think, God damn, this is horrible. Mm-hmm. That's what happened to your great-great-grandma. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? What are y'all thinking about? I don't understand how y'all giving. I'm not giving nobody a pass. You don't get no fucking passes, dog.
No, you can't give them a pass. I haven't.
This shit is feisty off a rip.
Yeah, I just can't fucking comprehend that there is a single white person out here who doesn't understand the cultural significance of blackface. It's not like it's just okay. If you are everybody remember the movie Tropic Thunder? Mm-hmm. What was the actor that played the black man?
Robert Downey Jr.
There were so many people who didn't even know that was Robert Downey Jr.
Right.
They was like, he looked like a black person.
Right.
Or you come in a party looking exactly like a black person. Now that's a costume.
Yep.
But the blackface shit is like over the top black, like black shoe polish. There's nobody in the world that fucking black.
Big lips, big nose, big shit, big ass whooping.
Shit. Y'all doing extra shit.
Jay-Z and Beyonce are not that black. If you come to if y'all really look like them, I'd have said, you know what, that's what's up. I'm like, who the fuck is these niggas?
Who the fuck? Like, think about this in the black community, right? When people dressed as Beyonce and Jay-Z, did they paint their face darker? Did they paint their face lighter? They just wore the clothes.
They wore clothes, similar clothes that they wore before.
Exactly.
Like, God damn, like, why do y'all got to make a mockery out of us every fucking time that you get a chance?
I will tell you why. Because they think that we're stupid. You think that we're stupid and you think you're getting a pass.
That's why we can't give them no passes.
And you're not. And for the people who don't understand, go to the back. Go to the back until you do understand. Let the other people handle that. You get no fucking passes for disrespect.
And sometimes white people think just because we're in 2018 and we're going to 2019 that 1945 and 1967 don't fucking matter. Like, bitch, are you serious?
This shit still matters.
They know it do.
Like any black person in any organization or any area that you're in can tell you about a fucked up racist story, right? But can a white person tell you about a fucked up racist story that was upon on them? On them, not because they seen it, but on them. Not that many, man. You're not seeing a lot of black people in the police force fucking up white people. You know why?
And when they do, they go to jail.
They go to jail.
The fuck to jail, and they lose their job without pay. You go the fuck to jail. That's all I'm gonna say. Two things, right quick, right? Then we can move on. Ron, you gotta get a white person on the show, not a nigga white person. You need to get a country ass white motherfucker on the show.
Pure white person.
Okay, we had a white.
What's her name?
Pam.
She was black.
Nah, Pam was goddamn.
Pam was black.
Pam take black dick. right? Men don't count, right? So what we need
She's been infiltrated.
Right. We need what she say? She don't even fuck white people. Like, we need a white motherfucker.
We didn't even ask her. I want to make that known. I don't fuck white people.
And I don't even want it to be harshful. I don't even want us to cuss at them. I don't even want to do none of that. I just want them to say their opinion, us state our opinion, and just call it a wrap. I don't even want us to argue with them. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I just want them to have an enlightenment about how we feel. Mm-hmm. Then I want enlightenment about how they feel, because sometimes
I think that's a good idea.
Just a general conversation will get somebody to think different. All right, number 2 is everybody need to go see that movie that I went to go see. The Hate That You Give. Like, I've never even cried.
Adding words.
Yeah, right. I never even cried. I'm not even an emotional person, but as soon as the movie went on, I was already in tears, nigga. Like,
as soon as it came on,
dude, I didn't even watch the reviews. I didn't watch the trailer or nothing. My brother said go see it. I went to go see it, and I was in tears from the beginning to the rest of the day.
I want to read the book first. And
read the book?
Yeah.
You know what my 11-year-old niece said? I read the book. I'm like, what book?
Yeah,
I ain't know nothing about no damn book.
Book before they,
I didn't know
before they came out with the movie. And they said the book is like everything else. They said the book was really, really good.
I can't read a book. I'll be really good.
Audio?
I can't do audio neither.
Driving audio?
That's why they talk about it.
That was it for me. I'm not even like, my woman be like, why you ain't never cried in front of me? I'm not a crier. But when I went to that
never
movie,
cried in front of him?
I cried one time. I was on this.
I
was on this medicine. I was on this medicine. Somebody at work had told me to try this weight loss pill.
Great. What was it called?
It was called something like Lifestyle, or I don't know what the fuck it was called, but you sign up for it. I paid like $200. Me and my woman was on it, and I started taking it right every day. And then you wear this patch too. You wear this patch.
And you start fucking with your emotions.
Dude, like I was depressed, nigga. Like I'm not even a depressed person. You can't put me in the depressed atmosphere. Like, I was depressed. I was sitting there like, man, I don't think my dad ever really loved me for it. He always showed my brothers love, but he never showed me love. the last cookie. And she like this. It's okay, baby. Go ahead and cry on me. Like, nah, I already know.
She wasn't crying?
She wasn't crying. She was sitting there looking at me like, I can't believe this nigga started crying.
That is funny. That is funny as hell.
I got off them pills that night, nigga. I was not on them no more. She was like, you remember you cried in front of me? Like, charge up to the gang.
You got to read the side effects, the mood swings.
Yeah. That's what it was called, bro.
I only have one more thing to say, and we can get off this subject because I was going to piss me off. Okay, so none of you, let's just be honest, a lot of you have not gotten bold until the Orange Tangerine got in office. You niggas are relaxed. Y'all enjoying yourselves. You're having fun. You're making a mockery, or trying to make a mockery out of us. You trying to you getting real comfortable. You getting comfortable with your actions, with your words, with everything. That's plain point blank period. That's what's really going on. Let's just be honest. Mm-hmm. And some of you niggas who are not even, and yes, I'm calling you niggas, but you still can't use it, and that's how fair it is. Oh well. Some of y'all are getting comfortable, and then you're not as comfortable as your counterparts. So you want to slickly try to do that shit and say you dressed up as a rapper and his wife and shit, and that's what you was trying to do. Like I said, Black people lost their lives when they disrespected white people, and the only thing that you guys are losing is your motherfucking jobs. You should feel fucking lucky. You're lucky. Go look for another job.
Let's get off this.
Privilege is a better word.
We'll be here for an hour and a half talking
privileged
about this.
asses.
and you know what makes me mad? Because white people say like slavery was so long ago. Like that was the beginning. Like that was the beginning. But shit never changed. Like black people went from being slaves, not knowing they was fucking free for a year or two, and then knowing that they free, and then they're like, okay, you're fucking free, but we not giving you shit. You gotta make your shit for yourself, right? So then what black people fucking do? We start making shit for our fucking self. We own fucking land, right? That they took from us, gave back to us, took from us, gave back to us. Now we at the point where a kid like a couple days ago got hung. Like, are you?
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah.
You didn't hear about that? Like,
where?
People are what was it at? It was. I
didn't hear about that one.
It was a kid. It's St. Louis, Missouri. That's where
St. Louis.
That close.
Yeah.
St. Close, right? So the kid. I think he was still older. I think he was like 18, 19, 20 or whatever, right? His mom was an activist, and she found him hung on the tree. She said she didn't want to say shit because she feared for her life, but she said, "Fuck it, this is my son." It wasn't he didn't want to he didn't want suicide or anything. He had kids, he had a family or something. Like he was excited about life. Then she found him hung. She said, "Nah, no fucking way. Like this something that happened internally."
So they trying to say it wasn't no foul play or something like that? Is that what it is?
Suicide.
I saw a headline that said something about activists said her son was lynched. But I didn't click on it because I was actually looking for like some comical topics, but I had no idea that's what it meant. I mean, that's what it was.
Yep. And she showed the picture.
Take care of shit within your own community. Stop. I'm telling you, it has come to this, and people can say it's hate. It all they want to. When people say shit like, "Oh, well, you guys," I mean, that was a long time ago. Like you guys shouldn't. 16, 19, 1960, 1970. In between that fucking time, how long is that?
That's a long ass time.
So I was just about to say it was still slaves up until about the 70s.
So exactly.
Go deep down south, like some of them, like, all right, you free nigga, but watch it.
You were still there. You were still there. You were still getting bit by dogs. You were still the whole nine.
Yep.
So in order for us to get a leg up on white people, to get the same fucking privileges and advantages that you have, we would have to take that same amount of motherfucking time, do the same shit that y'all did to us to you, and then maybe we could still. Listen. Read a book.
We would have to take everything from them. Their education,
everything
their wealth,
from you.
Everything. Their language.
We would have to fucking
their land.
You like you did.
It's almost impossible.
They just don't understand until they go through it. And I know they say like we haven't been through it, but we are the postpartum of the situation. We are the leftovers of this situation. Like of course we didn't have it worse than what our ancestors had. But we got it worse than you motherfucker got it. And that's real. Like you can I be looking around sometimes and that shit just make me so motherfucking mad. Like I live out in JO now, right? And I walk up and down the street. I'm driving up and down in my community or whatever, right? And I'm looking up and I'm like, these houses start at $300,000 home, right? Yeah. In my mind, I'm thinking like I'm thinking about me as a black person. I'm not thinking about a white person. I'm thinking of me as a black person. Like, who can afford $300,000 homes, right? And it's multiple of homes, right? But multiple of them are white people.
Yeah.
And where we are multiple at is in the hood. And that's fucked up, man.
Well, listen, here's where you luck out at. Because if you guys did not know, when a white person moves... And this is exactly why they're fixing downtown. If you really pay attention, when a white person moves into your neighborhood, your property value automatically goes up. I don't give a fuck where you are; it goes up. Yep. When a black person moves into a white neighborhood, the property value automatically goes down.
Why?
It automatically fucking goes down if that does not tell you any fucking thing. And you can research this shit. You can research this shit and find out that it's true.
Watch Raisin in the Sun.
Or you can watch the movie if you do not like to read, because some people don't like to read.
Hey, one thing black people should do, and I don't mean to go too deep, I'm going to keep this short. One thing we do is as soon as we get a decent job, within a month, we going out. And I ain't picking on you, Cortez.
Yeah. Tell me.
One of these things is, I've always said this, like I could have moved to Johnson County. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I stayed in Wyandotte to, you know what I mean? I think if people have the mentality that we're going to build up our communities, it'd be better. Like if we actually started businesses here, supported our own businesses, and had our own money, then our property values can go up. Like just right here, like in the house I'm in, the neighborhood I'm in. Every year my house goes up in value by 5%. And I'm not that far from 18th Street, which I'm sure that the value is plummeting. It's like you have to be around people who are working and investing their money inside of their neighborhoods. That's the only way that you can keep something. If everybody splits up when you get $1, we will never build up our own community.
But then you have to look at it like this. Gentrification is real. This is what happens. Say I have a house down on 18th Street, and I've lived in this house for 30 years. This has been my house.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say I'm used to paying property taxes of $1,000, $2,000 every year.
Mm-hmm.
When a white person moves down the street from me, automatically my taxes could jump up to $6,000 a fucking year. Now, mind you, I've been here for 30 years. I'm older.
That's what happens.
I'm older. This is gentrification. This is because you are here, you are making shit hard on me because now, and not only that. So let's say we've all lived in the hood, and we've had times where it's a Saturday or it's a Sunday, and you got somebody outside who's listening to music. The whole neighborhood is just cool. Yep. Nobody's fighting, nobody's nothing, but that's just how it goes because we adapt to our surroundings. We do what we do. Nobody's calling the police because they know as soon as the nighttime comes, you got to turn that shit down because people got to get up and go to work. You get a white person in that fucking neighborhood who hates the way this shit is going, although it's worked for 20 fucking years, who says, I don't like how this is going. This shit needs to stop. So this one person can come in and change the whole realm of the neighborhood and just be one person versus 50 people who stay in this neighborhood. So now you got police fucking with people in this neighborhood just because this one person has that. This one white person, this family has that power to fucking do that. This
is the issue within our own community with Wyandotte County, right? Because my people still stay here. I stay just on the outskirts where it's St. Johnson County, right? But let's be real, right? If you're in Kansas City, Kansas, and Wyandotte County, listen to this, right? So you look at the legends, right? You cannot be blind to the fact about what's about to happen. So the legends got here. It was nothing at the fucking legends, right? Nothing. It was nothing there, right? So then they start building. They brought in people from out of town. They start helping Wyandotte County out. They start building something better, right? Guess what they ended up doing with those people? They said, don't even worry about paying taxes. Their taxes, they don't even get charged taxes. So none of that shit goes back to where? Us.
To Wyandotte County.
No, it was Wyandotte County. So then you see that, right? So it's been like what, 10, 12 years since the legends had been built. So now, if you look up,
been that long?
Yep. If you look up,
I didn't know either, but it has.
I only reason why I know because I applied for the cheeseburger in Paradise when I was a senior in high school.
I know how old I was.
I was a senior in high school when they started building that shit. They didn't hire me, but anyway. So then you look at between 82nd Street all the way to 72nd Street or whatever. They done built a new Price Chopper. They done brought in the Krispy Kreme donuts. They done built some new stores around that motherfucker. And you see it is slowly changing to when you get back to the 50s and the 30s and the First Streets. You're gonna see that shit. You're gonna see what you're gonna see when in the next 10, 20 years on First Street. Goddamn JCPenney's.
Yeah.
It's a Walmart, a Price Chopper and shit.
Exactly.
A Sam's Club. And you know why it's gonna be down there? Because they're gonna gentrification. They're gonna end up getting the black people out of their homes, paying them out of their homes, and they're gonna put white people in them homes.
Yeah.
And they're gonna change the community, right? And guess where the fuck we gonna be at? Over in Missouri. We don't have nowhere to fucking go to afford these places.
Exactly.
What exactly what she said was that you white people are gonna come in our community, change everything about the community the way they like it, and they're gonna push black people outside of the community and
that's what I was saying at first. See, what I'm thinking it'll take a lot from a lot of people. Like what she said when one white person moved in here. When I said that we have to take control of our communities, because first of all, when you go apply for that bank loan to get a house out in the white people neighborhood, they all in your background.
Denied, nigga.
You can deny it. We don't have our own banks. We don't own our own shit. Just what you said would not happen if we had control of our community. Exactly. No white, because when that black loan officer looks at that white name, we don't fucking allow them to get into that home.
So let me
if we do not take our communities back, there would be if we took our communities back, there would be no way for white people to infiltrate us.
So do you know?
No reason.
So do you know this? Do you know this? Because I did research on this too. Do you know that your realtor works with your bank? Your realtor works. No. Listen to what I'm saying. Behind the scenes,
black people have to own the bank.
Behind the scenes, this is what I'm saying. If I look for a place, there has been plenty of black people who credit was good, everything was good, they're good,
and they got denied, right?
No. They're like, I want to live in this particular place. This particular spot is where I want to be, and it's like downtown. I don't think
you even understand.
I get what you're saying. What you're saying is, if we work within where we are, If we work within where we are, no one can take it away from us because we'll get accepted by our own people. Mm-hmm. We'll have our. But what I'm saying is, it's kind of like okay, down south.
But do you agree with that?
I get what you're saying. But
Sally couldn't move in our neighborhood and all of a sudden force us to do a fucking thing if we had control of our. But
listen, so if the government, which they sit around all the time and they say, Fifth Street is looking like this. Yeah. So you know what the fuck I'm going to do to Fifth Street? I'm going to change it.
So never try to take. Take our communities because we're scared of the government.
No. This is what I'm saying. They'll say I'm trying to change it. So if you get somebody who will come in and they'll say, okay, well, I want to live here too. My credit's good. Everything is good. I want to see about getting this place. I want to see about getting this house. Mm-hmm. And then you talk to a black bank, regardless of whoever the fuck it is. You talk to somebody and say, I'm looking at this location. Mm-hmm. If they already have it set up of who the fuck they want to stay there, of who they want in that place, mm-hmm. they don't technically have to let you live and move into that place, regardless of wherever your shit was okay or not. Because a lot of the places that they did, look at Mount Carmel, and I know for a fact because when Mount Carmel built those houses, my auntie was in there. She stayed in that house for 60 fucking years in that house, and they were like,
Mount Carmel?
where the church is across the street,
okay.
When it was all those old houses, she stayed down there. So when they got with the government and everyone else and said, you know what, we want to build these great houses, we want to go ahead and move people in, we want to do this, we want to do that, it was great. And then of course, since taxes are going up, since they're like, okay, well, for the people who don't want to leave, here's what we'll do. We'll raise taxes. So since all you old heads around here who are like 70 and 80 years old are used to paying like $2,000, $3,000 in taxes, guess what we gonna do? We gonna raise this shit up to $7,000 to $8,000. We gonna raise this shit up so that way you cannot. There is no way for you to pay. And these are older people. These are not young people like us. These are people who are used to the way that things work. So of course they're already on fixed incomes and shit. So you say, well, I'm going to raise this up. So you got to get out because you can't fucking afford where you are. So then you start building these houses. The project that they wanted to build did not go the way it was. Do you know who's in those 7 houses that they built? Because it was supposed to be a whole row. As you can see, they stopped. It's a lot of open fucking land because it did not go the way that they expected to go. After that, they said, okay, black people, you can move in here. We're not doing anything with this. Go ahead, move in here. Because it didn't happen how I wanted to. But Fifth Street, when we built these condos, looks like it's going how I want it to go. It looks like things are moving in the right direction. So I have the choice. I don't give a fuck how great your credit is or what the fuck your bank says. If I don't want you here, there's a way for me not to get you here. And I get what you're saying. I swear to God, I do. I get what you're saying.
That's the only thing I was saying is like, I thought I said some real shit. She like, no, but niggas.
No, but what I'm saying is
this is what I'm saying is too, when you brought the government. But yes, this is what I'm saying. We don't fucking control anything. Had we just like you say, your grandma lived in that house for 60 years. It probably was like other black people like her that had their homes for a long time too.
Right.
For the last maybe 30, 40 years, like, they have successfully made it to where, like, there was something happened. I mean, you agree something happened to where, like, we didn't strive for as much. We started to settle for less. We started selling drugs. We started, like, all types of shit distracted us from actually building our communities. It's strategic. Like, you know what I mean? It's on a higher level to keep us out. But had we been building our communities, and even when you get to the government, like, we don't vote black officials in office. Like, there's a lot of ways that same way they did it.
But you know what
the same way these motherfuckers did.
But the black officials that you vote in office cannot switch up, and this is usually what happens when the black officials, you get their asses in office and you say, "Hey, help us," and then you get used to like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to come out and I'm going to help you. But then when you rally in meetings around all these white people, look at all these government officials who have.
We can't look at the fake motherfuckers here now because we're not handpicking these people. Like, we really don't, like, black people as a whole. We should really care more about voting and actually handpicking people, getting them to office, and actually making changes in our communities. We don't do that. If we see a black face, we're like, oh shit, I'm voting for him. You know what I mean? We just gonna vote for him. Like, that's what black people do. I don't care what nobody says. When you hear about when you go look at them ballots, you voting for all black, even though you don't know these motherfuckers. It takes somebody has to spark a real change. Going to vote for every black face, they could be planning. They already know we gonna vote for somebody who look like us. They're planning. That's why I said if we were really on our shit, which we're not, and it's sad, we were really on our shit, we could control our neighborhoods. But since we're not, we don't.
The thing about
Well, why are you out here?
Hold on. Let's move.
Why is it an argument? I want my people to be better. Why is it an argument?
What's the next topic? Because we can spend all.
Bianca is devil's advocate. No matter what I say, I thought I said some real shit.
No, and I'm not saying that.
I got to argue with Bianca.
I'm not saying that.
But Bianca doesn't argue.
I'm saying I agree. But like
I don't like the butts. Fuck the butts.
It starts with us.
We're not getting nowhere with the butts. You are
right. It starts with us.
It depends on what kind of butt.
If it's a
it's a juicy butt.
Listen,
the only thing I wanted to parlay before we move is we need to try to control our communities. I'm not worried about. We can't just fucking be scared. But then. Let's cross that bridge when we get there. Let's try to fucking take our communities back.
How do we do that?
Is that wrong?
But how do we do that?
We got to start from the inside.
How do we do that?
Okay, first, we have to fucking stop killing each other. We have to fucking stress education to our children. We have to get financially stable. We need to fucking start investing in our own communities, build stores, invest in stocks. We have to be economically sound to make any noise. If you're not economically sound, you're going to get run over because we don't have no fucking money. We get on Facebook and ball with $2,000 or $3,000. We ain't got no fucking money. Everybody in this fucking room is broke. I'm broke as fuck. The money that I strive for every month to pay $3,000 worth of bills is people who pay that. Yeah, that's nothing.
Yeah, that's what that.
They got white people that fucking when they 16 years old they inherit $100,000. We don't have no money.
I'm kind of hungry, man.
Yeah, they got that advantage.
Get some of that noodle soup.
I want to build our people like that, and.
So and it does.
Do we meet somewhere in the middle? We need to get our shit together.
I agree, and that's what I'm saying. It starts with us, just like Cortez. Cortez does different shit for the community. He actually gets out there and does this shit. Mm-hmm. So if that is the case, that is like you said, that is the start. That is the start to bring more people together to get out there and do it because we are going to die.
Can it be done?
It is. Yeah, I believe it can be done.
Okay, all right. Well, we good.
But I believe a lot of shit we ain't gonna see. I believe a lot of shit we ain't gonna see.
See, I don't think like that. That's why we disagree. I don't think like that.
It's just one of those things where it's progressively,
and that's what I mean. It's a process.
Slow.
It is.
But the process has to start.
Yeah, we came a long way from 1960 something to now, but we got a long ass way to go. So
we really haven't. We just make them more money now.
We did. We came a long way.
I mean, we don't get beat.
We don't.
I ain't seen a German Shepherd in a while. But
Right. I mean, like, we came a long way. We ain't living in the times where we have to watch our. We don't have to worry about going into a place and not being able to eat. You know what I mean? As often. Like we still got to worry about that shit.
We might still be getting spit in our food.
We still got to worry about that shit, but not as often. Go ahead with the next subject.
Hey, I'm one of them people, bro. Like, hey, all right. We gonna go to the next one. I don't even know what to come with. Like everything seems like hella weak after this shit.
Let me see the list.
It does. Gentrification is real. Listen, people read research.
Me and Bianca gonna box after this show. Bianca love to come in my head.
Oh, I'm talking
about my people.
Okay. Let's
research.
Let's go from high to a little bit less higher. But let's get this
less higher.
But this is a subject for me that I really want to talk about too.
Oh God.
Did we hear about the teacher that put his hands on the kid?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I don't know if that was what you wrote down, but the teacher. This is what happened. The teacher was in the classroom, right? I don't know if it was a band room or whatever, but it was hella kids in this classroom, and like one of the kids was recording the teacher.
It looked like a band room. I saw a guitar.
It did look like a goddamn band room, right?
Where is this at?
I don't know, but it's a recent teacher beating, right? So the teacher, I don't know how many it is, but this is the most recent one.
The most recent ass whooping.
Okay.
So the teacher's in the room, right? And one of the kid walks up to him and he's like, I thought you said you was going to beat my ass, right?
The
kid said that, right?
Okay.
And the whole time the teacher is not saying nothing. The kid is all up in his face. The kid is, the kid even threw a basketball at the teacher. Like he had a basketball in his hand. He said, nigga, beat my ass in. Threw the ball at the teacher, right? The teacher walked off. He took a deep breath and came back. He had texted or called somebody and was like, like it was a disturbance or some shit.
Yeah.
And then the next thing I know, the teacher was like, fuck it. And it swung on the kid. And I was like, oh shit, right? Swung on his ass. And one of the people in the comments said, I wish he would have swung harder and connected to the kid, the kid could feel it though. He hit the kid. The kid really kind of like He felt it, but he started fighting back. So now he's fighting the kid. He's throwing the kid everywhere. Somebody else jumps in. You know what I mean? Everything. What really cracks me up is that the other kids that were recording and playing along, them motherfuckers was all hyped and like laughing and shit until the teacher snapped. Now everybody's crying. Everybody's panicking. You know what I mean? But
this nigga's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, I did see that clip. And hey, you know what? I gotta be honest. No fucking teacher has a right to hit a fucking student.
Right.
But it's some fucking badass kids that's being sent to school, bro. So I used to be one. You know what? I personally been one. I swear to God, to tell you, like, honestly, I don't know how a motherfucker didn't swing on me. Damn. I've said some of the worst shit to some teachers. Only because I don't know what I was going through in my 10 years. It was like I was in Chicago. I didn't come from, like, my family wasn't rich or anything like that. It was like I brought a lot of problems to school. And sometimes, like, I would go off, like, you know what I mean? I would be doing my work cool, but if somebody fucked with me, I would just, like lash out, and whoever it was. And that was the authority figure there, you know what I'm saying, the teacher. So, yeah, I'm not blaming it on the kid. I do think that sometimes they just get frustrated, and he crossed the line with that, though. Because you could easily call the principal. You can call the fucking cops. You do what you got to do. But beating on somebody's kid, unless you're like really in danger, if you're in harm's way, he's fucking like doing wrestling moves on you. I don't think you should be touching kids.
Since you went with that argument, right? I'm gonna play devil's advocate on
No, I think Bianca wants to yell at me.
I know she ain't watched the video yet. But once she watch the video, she gonna play, right? But I'm gonna come at you because I've been in that situation. Like that's crazy, because when I first started substitute teaching, my mom was telling me figure out which works best for you. You know what I mean? Like if it's elementary school, do elementary school, but try them all out, right? And what I noticed in the urban, she watching it now.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Hey, wait, the video is it like the black? Is the teacher black?
Yep. No, that's not him.
Okay.
Let me see. Turn around.
She over there laughing at another kid get beat up.
That's him. I didn't see a lot of blurriness, but they got a video with no blurriness. But anyway, I was in a class.
HD ass whoop.
I was in the classroom once, right? And my mama before I even had the situation, my mama had to, tell me like, hey, if you ever get in a situation where you're arguing back and forth with a kid, take the kid outside of his environment. Take him outside of the classroom. Because if you keep him inside the classroom, then he has the upper hand.
That's smart as shit.
Right? So I was like, one day, right, I'm in the classroom, I'm teaching the class or whatever, and this is like my third or fourth week teaching. And one of the kids is sitting there with his head down. He's not paying attention. He's not listening. And I'm like, you can't sleep in here, right? So I go up to him and I tap him on the shoulder and I'm like, hey, you can't sleep in here, right? And this is what he says. He gets up. He says, don't fucking touch me again. And I was like, my bad. You just can't sleep in here. Mm-hmm. And he was like, you heard what the fuck I said. He stands up, right?
At that time.
Right.
At that
I
moment.
knew I fucked up.
Cortez knew.
Yeah, I knew I fucked up, right? Because he stood up, and this nigga was big as shit, bro. And I'm tall, but I ain't big as shit, right? These arms are skinny as shit, motherfucker. So,
dear Lord.
Right. So I'm looking like, God damn, this nigga's ready to fuck me up, right? But in my head, I'm also thinking like, nigga, I'm a motherfucking man. Like, I'm not about to let another man tell me what what the fuck? I'm a man before anything, right? So he stands up, right, and he's like, in my face, and he's like, I'm not, I will beat your motherfucker. That's what he said, right? And the class, I knew it was gonna be a problem when I seen cell phones get pulled out. I said, God damn it.
Hey, this shit shouldn't be so funny.
This shit about to be on World Star, bro. So the only thing I can think of, right, is following the plan my mama had in place. So I said, if you gonna beat my ass, and I said these exact words, if you gonna beat my ass, you gonna have to beat it outside, right? So I take
you have to beat it outside. Right. It literally said it.
So I go outside, right, and I open the door. He comes outside. I close the door, right, and I was like, I don't know what's going on with you, but we out here now, right? And I was like, either you gonna beat my ass, or you gonna have to take your ass to the office. Right. You know what I mean? And he's like, he sat there for a minute, and in my mind, I'm hoping that it's either another teacher out there or a security guard.
Or a German Shepherd.
Because if he choose the first option, right, or German Shepherd.
What these goddamn German Shepherds will we
I see the first option, right? And this was cool about because my mom was right. He was outside of his environment. He wasn't gonna beat my ass with nobody watching.
Yeah,
that was stupid, right? So
that would be stupid.
So now he like, nah, fuck it. I just go to the office. He walks his ass to the office. I don't have to worry about him for the rest of the day. But if we were still in that classroom, he would have turned up. He would have turned up.
He would have whipped your ass.
He would have whipped my ass. Yeah. I'd have been guarding myself the whole time. Like, please, somebody stop this, right? Nobody was there.
All-star Cortez in the fetal position.
And the same
I'd be like, Cortez looked like Tyrese when he was a baby boy.
Baby boy.
See, that's why he had to swing on the kid. He didn't want those issues, man. But I did think from the video, he didn't have to go that route because he could have took the kid out the classroom.
Yeah.
But I can say this. This is why I'm playing devil's advocate, because everybody has their breaking point. And that was his fucking breaking point. And you as a mother or a father or a guardian, you should never have your child approach a grown-ass man, right?
Exactly.
Because if it was outside of those walls, right? If it was at your house, right? What if somebody was at Bianca's house and a girl, that's a teenager, she got in Bianca's face and spit on Bianca? Mm-hmm. Like, Bianca's not going to be sitting there like, that's okay. And
Bianca, I know, is going to kill a motherfucker. Did you see the way she talked to me on this show?
I'd be like, Miss Johnson, the ambulance is here taking your daughter to the hospital. You can go pick her up as soon as they're done.
Right. So
I already had a funeral plan, Miss Johnson. The funeral arrangements is being made. I just thought I'd call to tell you. It's going to be at first.
Do you want white flowers or do you want...
Right.
We already making plans.
So when Ron says... like I blame the teacher or the teacher's fault. He had different options. Yeah. If you put yourself in your own fucking house, because that's what the teacher classroom is their own private, their own environment, and somebody's kid that is not fucking yours come in your fucking house and disrespect you in your motherfucking face, you would handle that kid on the strength of I'm defending myself.
Yeah, and not really playing devil's advocate. I really think that, like, no matter what they say, I mean, unless they just start swinging on you, you have to defend yourself.
He threw a basketball at him.
Oh, shit.
So he engaged first. All right. But the problem was he threw the basketball at him and the guy walked away. Now he a basketball coach. He just walked away, right? But the thing was, like, at that point, he threw the ball at him. He could have reacted and defended himself, right? Yeah. But he walked away. He did good. He came back. The kid was still talking shit. And he was just like, he can't take it no more. And he said,
like you said, everybody got their breaking point, bro, because I'm sure I pushed the right buttons. I used to be an asshole. Like, it might be hard to believe. But you know what? Something else on this teacher, like, what are the qualifications to be a substitute teacher? How the fuck did you become a substitute teacher, Cortez?
Yeah. You know what? Long story short,
who trusted you to educate our fucking children?
Right? I know it ain't right.
I like you, bro. You a good guy, but I'm like, when you first started posting that you was a substitute teacher, I thought it was like a joke. You was about to lead up to something.
I can see that.
I'm like, this nigga is really in there teaching.
But what people don't know is Cortez is about his money. So
we know now.
I don't give a fuck what y'all learned in this bitch. I'm getting checked.
You make almost, like, for real, like, if you a long-term sub in the urban district, you can make almost $200 a day. That's $1,000 in a week. And you only really work from like 7 to 2 or 7 to 3 or whatever. So you really,
that's pretty damn good.
That's pretty. You ain't working no fucking overtime, and then I work at night too.
So I was about to say, did you quit your security job?
Hell no, I do both. And I don't security job. I work at T-Mobile, but I just do both. Man.
Hey, you know what? That's cool.
I wanna. You gonna see me teach?
Right.
I'm gonna be like, all right, kids.
Like, can you have a GED?
You gotta have.
I'm out.
Well, you have to have college.
You gotta have a don't you have a BA?
Or something. No, you don't gotta have a BA. You gotta have at least associate in the hood schools. You gotta have.
Oh, I thought you had at least have a BA.
No, well, you have to if you want to sub.
BA, ain't that a bachelor's?
Yeah, if you want to sub, if you want to sub out in like what's
in the black neighborhood.
No, that's the black neighborhood.
You almost said urban.
What's the other neighborhood? Suburban.
Oh, suburban.
Yeah, you want to live out in suburban.
You gotta have a master's.
You gotta have a goddamn master's degree out there.
And a master's and a BA.
And they pay you $20,000 a week out there.
Okay, so guys, I watched the video.
And what do you think?
That was me laughing in the. That was me laughing in the back.
That was you. Mm-hmm. I was wondering who the fuck that was.
I watched it 3 times because I wanted to make sure. Mm-hmm. Listen. Listen. When you signed up for that job, did you know that there were going to be issues? Yes, you did. Yeah. You knew there were going to be issues.
You do.
But let's all be human here. Let's all be human. We all have jobs, and at our jobs it says that we are not to engage. I don't give a fuck how old they are. We are not to engage in any type of violence.
Fuck that. I'll beat up old people.
But if somebody came up to you, and put their fucking hands on you.
At your job.
No
matter what job you're at.
No matter where you are, it is not like you're going to be like, this is okay.
Yeah.
Do I believe that? The only part that I feel like it's wrong is because he did walk away. And whether you snapped or not, you know what I mean? You gave yourself, you can't even just say, I reacted, because you didn't. He walked away. Right. You know what I mean? So if as soon as you would have got hit, you reacted, you would have got that. Yep. You're not going to get that because he walked away.
Uh-huh.
But this is what I mean about people watching and teaching their fucking kids. Now, do you have some kids who are like good at home and they feel like when they get to school they're gonna act a fucking ass? Yes, you do. You do have kids like that. It's just some of them are. But for a person to say, well, the teacher shouldn't have did this. What about the kid? Let's put some responsibility on these little motherfucking kids. Let's put some, because
I'm just gonna stop you right there, and I want you to continue after this, right? Like the responsibility of the kid, right? Only reason I'm gonna say this is gonna be like 10 seconds. We grow up in an urban area where kids are killing kids. So in your classroom, you have fucking killers in your classroom, right? So now you not just,
I guess so.
You just not afraid because this situation is going on, but you're afraid for walking in your fucking car because you don't know if this kid's gonna react and shoot your ass. But go ahead.
Or have somebody out there waiting on you.
You should have not. I mean, like I said, responsibility goes on both people. You are not, the kid is not the victim either, because you were out of that fucking classroom. You should have went where the fuck he told you to go. Because if I would have got called, if my parents would have got called when I was in school and I didn't fucking listen, that'd be on me. You heard what this person said to you. Why didn't you do what the fuck they told you to do?
Right.
But parents are just like, oh my God, he put his hands on Jonathan.
Yeah, and they don't want to know what happened prior.
But what did Jonathan do when he told you to go? But Jonathan probably don't even fucking listen at home. No fucking mom. I told you I want mac and cheese. I don't want a goddamn spaghetti. And then these kids go swinging on their motherfucking parents. Yep. Fuck that. What is your kid? White? The kid look white.
No, he was black.
I gotta watch the whole video again. I don't even remember.
I don't know.
He was light skinned too.
Maybe I looked at. Maybe I looked at.
He was black. He was black.
Maybe I looked at the bad version. She was kind of.
I'd have beat the black off his ass. I tell you that shit.
You know what? Yeah.
Hey, Bud, like I just said too, like I've been an asshole kid. Yes, sometimes, like you just said, everybody got a breaking point. When you sign up for a substitute teacher, as a substitute teacher, even if you're in the hood, that don't mean you want hood shit to go down. You understand that it could fucking pop.
Yep.
But you know what I mean? You don't want that to happen. You're there to do a job, and you hope that the people that you're teaching are accepting to it.
Metal detectors for a fucking reason. Like all the hood schools got metal detectors because they scared of motherfuckers walking in there with guns.
Well, I walk around that motherfucker. I have my peace if I was a substitute teacher these days.
That's some scary shit. So you work in an environment where you have to stop kids and be like, you can't bring this fucking gun to school.
Like,
that's what kind of environment we in, bro.
But
because even though you say the difference between white people and black people, and the white people don't have metal detectors, well, white people don't have metal detectors, and they do have more large mass shootings over there, right?
Exactly.
But black people, just imagine if we didn't have metal detectors, it probably wouldn't be a lot of mass shootings, but it'd be a lot of individuals dying. Nigga coming to school like, I want that. I
never
nigga
understood that either. It's fucked up with like. Black people just don't do shit like that. We'll fucking kill one person. We're not going to go and kill. We're not going to wake up and kill. I don't think we that mad in the morning.
Well, you know what? If we got drive-bys,
well, Bianca might take some motherfuckers out before 12.
I told you motherfuckers I want hot coffee.
If we got drive-bys, this how many classroom buys we'll have. Nigga, walk-bys, nigga. Yeah. Like, that nigga in that classroom, bop, 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 bop. 3 motherfuckers dead. Not even kill the right person.
If black people drive by and shoot, we ain't coming to school early in the morning and do all that.
You know what? I've come up with a theory. On why there's so many kids out here.
When we mad, we skip school.
Like I've come up with a theory on why I think kids are killing kids, right? Okay, so remember back in the day, there used to be order, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like the village helped raise the kid.
Yeah.
Now here's the only problem. Like somebody posted that, like, parents always say, don't touch my kids, don't put your hands on my kids, and that's the problem. The village stopped being able to raise the kid. Mm-hmm. But what we have to remember is the village did more than just disciplining your motherfucking kid. If your mama wasn't at home or you couldn't get into the house, the village fed you until your mama got there. Mm-hmm. The good men in the village, if they was taking their son out places, because my brother got to go. If they were taking their sons out places, they said, hey, y'all close. Do you want to go? Mm-hmm. Like, take them fishing. Do shit with them. Like, spend some time. The village actually did more than just discipline the kid. Mm-hmm. I feel like if the village is only whooping my fucking kid when they see him doing wrong, and that's all you doing, you are a problem. Mm-hmm. Now, if you doing more than that, like if I see a kid, and that's just me, like, my son is only 3, but I make it a point to be cool with all the kids in his classroom. I'm just that way. Like, hey, y'all, know their names and shit like that. Because to me, that's what's important. It is just so you can build a rapport even with kids. Mm-hmm. And people do not do that anymore. They do not do that. The neighborhood doesn't look out for the kids, and the parents are like, well, shit, fuck you. You know, I don't care. Don't say nothing to my son. Don't say nothing to my daughter. Don't say nothing to my... And then people just feel like I can do whatever the fuck I want to do.
Yeah, you know what kind of fucked the village up back in the day? Drugs. I'm dead serious.
You didn't even respect the crackhead, though? Listen, the neighborhood crackhead even had some heat. Like, you right.
You know what? It still was respect for a lot of respectable people before they started that, but, like, literally, like, when I tell stories to the youngsters here, like at work, I don't really work when I go to work. I just talk shit. I just talk a lot of shit to the youngsters and we talk.
You heard nothing, Coco.
And I tell them about my upbringing, man. In the 80s, like I really saw, like I lived on the south side of Chicago. Everybody hears these horror stories. Oh, blah, blah, blah. But there were a lot of upstanding black families that were prospering in my neighborhood. Mm-hmm. And then it was like overnight, a lot of my friends' moms and like, I'm not even going to get all the way into it, but it was just like that shit hit. It was like a movie. Like, okay, nigga, where's your mama? You ain't seen her in 3 days. Mm-hmm. It was like a lot of the things that were the norm, like broke down. And it lasted for a while. For some families, it never got corrected.
Yeah.
Over 30 years ago. It's like all of a sudden, these people who were hardworking, honest people, and then on the other end of the spectrum, you got a lot of people who don't even, like, they just look for the easy route now because that's accessible. You know what I mean? Drugs is so, and you know, we have to have a show about it. We got to have an expert about this shit. The Reagan era, Reaganomics, everything. It was like, our family dynamic broke down around that time, and some people never recovered. It kind of fucked the village up.
It did. You know what? But another issue is we don't communicate. Like Cortez said, sometimes you got to pull a kid out the classroom, and you know what I mean. But sometimes people should ask, when you see somebody acting out, ask them, what's going on with you? Like, seriously, what's going on? Because sometimes people just want to vent, or they're just mad. And they don't understand why they mad. You don't understand why they mad, but you won't understand until you actually start fucking communicating with people.
Yeah.
Communicate with people. What's going on with you? How are things going? Because it seems like you mad, and I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. Mm-hmm. Just doing that one simple thing could change somebody's life. Could change what somebody was planning to do that day. Mm-hmm. You do. We have to learn how to be that way. We have to learn how to communicate.
But we are in a community of raw niggas. Asking that simple question don't get us no fucking where. I know it sounds simple, but I ask my daughter that question all the time. She got this little snotty thing going on right now. So I said, "What the fuck is your problem?" I don't talk to my daughter like that. I don't even talk to her like that. But
I can't talk to you right now. You ain't in the mood.
Yeah. What's wrong with you? But see, you the daddy. You know, like
and she like nothing. Obviously, you got an attitude.
But see, you the daddy. You know what? I even had to do that with my niece because my niece is like that. You know, she tried to get kind of snooty, and I know how my brother is. I'm like, please don't do that.
This dude is crazy.
Save yourself. So I'd rather come over and ask you, like, hey, What's going on with you? Like, because it seems like you, and then she'll open up and she'll talk to me. Some of us have different people who will open up and who will talk to. But,
yeah.
Who made this?
My girl did.
Man, I don't even want to say this on air, though.
Damn.
This shit fire.
I'm about to say, you better not say it's trash on air, man. That's my baby.
No, delete this shit to my woman on here.
Hey, she gonna be like, what you eat?
Hey, you know what? I thought of the funniest skit the other day.
Don't tell.
All right, I ain't gonna say it, but it was hilarious. It involves food.
I was gonna say, don't tell the shit.
All right, it's something lighter. I want to go into this.
Rod to be like, nigga told my joke. Like, you told him.
Right.
I'm about to say it was funny too. All right, we saw Tyler Perry made an announcement the other day. And he said that he was going to kill Madea off, which I'm not a Madea fan. I don't know about y'all. I'm not a huge Madea fan. He's making a movie, Madea's Family Reunion, Madea's Family Funeral in 2019, February 2019, I think it was. He's doing the whole play. I guess he's taking on a farewell tour. And basically he said the reason he's killing her off is because he doesn't want to be her age still playing Madea. Now, I want your reactions on that. Do you even give a fuck? Like, did y'all like Madea or what? And then another thing is, like, can Tyler Perry, like, survive without Madea? Y'all think, like, are y'all interested in... I don't watch the Have and the Have. My cousin was just over here before y'all got here. It's like she loves it. It's just like Tyler Perry's subject matter. For some reason, I can't get into it.
First thing first.
I pops freaks all the honey. Oh my! I said I pop a freaks all.
She jumped on that.
Wow.
First things first.
Dummies,
Right,
Playboy
right.
bunnies, those wanting money. Oh, she's a rapper.
My thing is,
She is.
let's not believe the hype. Let's not believe the hype. Jason done died 20 million times. Michael done died 20 million times.
You think it's gonna be one of those?
Nigga, he gonna kill her off, bring her back 2 or 3 years later, like a comeback, because that's what everybody does.
She really wasn't dead.
Yeah, she really wasn't dead. She coming to come back because everybody's gonna ask for her. He gonna bring her out. That shit gonna be lame, and people gonna be like, "Damn, she should have stayed dead." So, but I'm not gonna lie. From beginning to end, when I first heard about Tyler Perry, I don't know how old I was, but I remember the DVDs was going around with him doing the plays, and that shit was cracking. I mean, my family was sitting there watching Madea go to jail. She was watching Madea's family reunion. Like we was loving Cora. Like we was loving Madea. We loving everybody. We was loving Brown. Like Brown became a part of our family.
I'm about to say he liked Cora. He got to. He was like, we was loving Cora. Where the fuck Cora come from?
Cora was skinny. Then she was fat. Then she was skinny again. Now she was fat. now Cora is breaking every chain. Right? Like we grew up with these Brown.
Right.
Brother Brown. Like tell me,
Brother Brown.
Like, come on, man. Like he Tyler Perry made room for a lot of black actors that were just doing acting in like their own community. Now these motherfuckers is worldwide known. So but like I do feel like the Madea played a big part in our culture, and it just got played out after so long. But everything gets played out after so long.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like playing Madea over and over again. She doesn't change character. She's the same character over and over again. If you watch Madea once,
same pistol.
Yeah, you watch Madea once, you watch them all.
Boy, she pulled that shit out though.
Yeah,
the plays is a bunch of dark skinned
bunch
niggas.
Of bullshit.
The plays a bunch of dark skinned niggas with their shirt off and shit.
All right, before Bianca Brown responds,
thank you for that.
I just want to say all right, looking at it like that, I do respect Tyler for the plays. At first, I didn't think that the plays were going to turn into movies. He did. I mean, I was kind of hoping they didn't.
Right. No, I was hoping they did.
He did change the culture. He fucking bought like 10% of Atlanta and built the fucking huge sound stage and everything. So it's like he's
if you go on Showbox or like 1, 2, 3 movies, like it's damn near impossible to pull up one of Tyler Perry's plays.
Is
like,
it?
That's how much he has on like locking his shit up.
Yeah.
Like it's damn near impossible. Me and my woman was sitting there a year or two ago just trying to find like all the Terry Perry like movies on bootleg and shit. We couldn't find it. We couldn't find that shit.
We couldn't find it.
You had to go to the website.
I tried my best to pirate that nigga shit. I could not do it.
Bro. That shit was either hella janky or that shit wasn't working.
That motherfucking finger come up. You know damn well you ain't supposed to be trying to look at this nigga movies on there.
Right.
Now go see a play. Buy a ticket, nigga.
Right.
No, you gotta buy the DVDs.
Oh, is that what it is now? Okay.
It's damn near like you go and search Walmart, right? And you search for like old seasons of TV shows you like search for the Jamie Foxx show. That shit got 1 or 2 seasons available for you to get from Walmart. Like that shit is hard to get.
Wow.
And if you are able to get it, you paying like a damn arm and a leg for some damn DVDs. You paying like $100.
Speaking of Walmart, and this is off the topic, I still want to know how Bianca feels about Madea leaving or getting killed or however he's getting rid of her. How the fuck Walmart tries to crush competition in every fucking thing?
I'm trash.
Do you know that these motherfuckers are selling caskets now?
I told you that.
You told me that. I saw that shit pop up on my news feed.
I told you.
I'm like, I ain't been searching for no motherfucking casket.
And irons. Like if you get cremated, I told you that.
What the fuck is wrong? Walmart is trying to take over. They already fucking own the world.
I told you.
Walmart gets on my damn nerves.
Walmart, I'm sick of Walmart. Why the fuck do you have to take over everything? Now, you mean to tell me now the funeral home can't make no money?
Walmart,
because y'all got it for a low price.
Walmart owners with their kids, they all are like 18. I think it's like $18 billion. That's what they like, all of them.
Last I heard, it was like $40
billion.
Them old motherfuckers, and they never did shit in their life.
How much do they pay their fucking employees?
$660.
Nigga, that shit ain't shit. How the fuck you play?
Not that we're laughing at the price of anybody's income.
Yeah, $660 just sounded funny. I'm sorry.
And they changing that shit now to where majority of the registers, you have to check out your own food. So there ain't no more cashiers.
They don't even want. They so cheap that they don't. And I saw something that Costco is making a store where ain't gonna be no cashiers.
And that's what I'm saying.
They don't even want to pay them. You go in there and get your shit. It probably gonna be more like 2 more security guards.
Yep.
But you go in there and get your shit. You come ring your shit up. You know black people be skipping shit. Ring up something, put something in the bag. Now they gonna be tapping you on the shoulder like, look.
Amazon's even worse.
Holding cuffs like, pay for that or you going to jail.
Amazon's even worse. They have a place in Seattle where you walk in with nothing but your phone. Like, you just got to walk in your phone, and your phone automatically syncs with the store. So anytime you pick something up and put it into your cart, your actual cart, and you walk the fuck out of there, like, it automatically charges your card that's on your phone from the Amazon account. So you don't even have to ring out your shit or nothing.
Wow.
Like, you walk in there, you grab some juice, you grab some chips, and you walk out that motherfucker, no cashier, nobody there, just cameras. Walk out that motherfucker, your shit is paid for.
I'm scared of technology. Ain't that a bitch? So I can't steal from no stores in the future.
No, not that one.
You know what? Okay, let me do a couple of things here.
Go ahead.
Shout out to Amazon. You got my package there a day ahead of time. It only took 1 day.
Fuck Amazon.
I ordered it in the morning. Prime. They basically were in my house. Yeah. Prime basically got my shipping free. And I appreciate that. Been watching a lot of Prime TV. Just went to Whole Foods.
Ain't nothing on Prime TV.
It's a lot. Just went to Whole Foods. Found out you guys have a link with them, and I'm going to get 10% off my next visit. Damn. Buying some wheatgrass.
And then with grapes at Whole Foods.
You buy some wheatgrass?
For my juicer.
What happened to that scrambled lettuce you was going to make?
How do you buy wheatgrass?
If you notice this skin, people, it comes from wheatgrass.
So is it brown?
It looks like grass.
Is it?
Do you eat the grass?
I juice it. Some people choose to.
You juice the grass?
So you grazing over there.
I am. And I look like the shiniest one in the field. So shout out to Amazon. But do I like the fact that people are losing their jobs for this? People have to understand this is
We don't.
You do. You want
I gotta pay my rent.
You wanted technology. We
didn't want that.
Everybody wanted, but that is the.
All we wanted was free cable. These motherfuckers went overboard.
Listen, and once you want something else, they be like, sure, we're gonna give you this shit. We got some more shit to give you too.
You stupid.
And first of all, I'll tell you what, Amazon stock is way overpriced, and y'all motherfucking ain't making no money.
Damn.
What about?
I just got on the stock market. Yes, I'm an angry nigga. How y'all gonna charge me $216 for one fucking share, and y'all motherfuckers been going down for a week? All right, go ahead.
Please let me know if there's a Amazon. Please let me know if there's a discount for Prime members. I'm pretty sure there is though. That's a crazy question.
You stupid.
I own a little bit of Snapchat, so y'all need to come up.
She sounds just like a person that love Amazon.
I'm pretty sure.
Defending Amazon. What about urban absurdity? What about Urban Absurdity Prime?
She said I can wait.
Amazon, I'm talking about you right now.
And we could deliver y'all soda y'all for free a day early if y'all just give us $5.
I will. If I'm doing the driving, I will be late.
Christmas
I will not be on time.
Amazon changed fucking Christmas.
It's Amazon. Is that a new
I know,
cheese?
right? Amazon changed fucking Christmas. I can order Monday.
Let me get some
Christmas
of Amazon
on
on my pizza.
I can order my last gift on Monday or Tuesday, and that shit will be there Wednesday.
Let me tell you how bomb that shit is. Had a couple of gifts last year. Wasn't sure what to get.
Boom.
Went to Walmart. Nothing's there.
Nothing there.
Said, what am I to do?
What will Amazon do?
Well, I said,
WWAD.
I just got my prom shit set up. Let me see what I can get.
Right.
Got 5 items for it. Well, Santa got 5 items.
Santa got 5 items.
He logged on.
Who orders that much to have Prime, though? You are ordering machine.
Right.
I probably order something once a year. I'm not paying $150 a month.
Why she got Prime?
Logged on. Logged on the 22nd. Shit was at my door on the 24th.
Ooh.
And it's Christmas Eve. And you still delivering my stuff, Amazon.
Come on. Shout them out.
You slick people.
Man, fuck Amazon. Till that stock go down, fuck them.
Anyway, listen.
How you feel about Madea leaving?
Right.
I love you, Amazon. Okay.
Fuck Amazon.
I'll call you later.
Kill Amazon off in your next movie, Tyler.
Bet money. You go on Amazon, look up all the plays. They ain't on that bitch.
I bet you that. You ain't that Prime.
Right. Ain't on that bitch.
Listen, I've seen them all. Don't worry, Amazon. I don't want to see them again. But as long as my scalp massager comes in on time, I'm happy.
Bitch, what is a helmet with fingers?
It has 4 bristles. You know?
Stupid.
Like a big ass toothbrush. You
put it on their head and just
fooled
gets
y'all.
moving. Don't worry, you put it.
A toothbrush with fingers.
Well, you can put it all over your body in the massages.
Oh my gosh! You misusing the goddamn scalp massager.
I've heard great things. I've heard great things. Anyway,
how long Beyonce get me in the shower?
I'm like, mind your motherfucking business.
I'm hungry.
Get your ass to there, sit down. Get your ass to there, sit down. That's all you heard. Anyway, about Madea leaving. I'm the same. I don't think she's going to leave, but if she does, I say she goes out with a bang. I say,
literally?
Not literally, but I say, we have to remember too, for some people who are like, I don't like Madea's show. Like, I don't even like Tyler Perry's shows on TV, but they're just not for me. Most people who like these shows, let's just be honest.
He has a cult following. I give him that. But
that's what I'm saying. He has a following, and we have to understand too. Like every different types of genre of different things, they have to have their own following too. Everybody is not going to like everything. Yeah. The church goers love them some Tyler Perry.
Oh yeah.
They love Tyler Perry. Like, Tyler can do no wrong. And that's for them. And I feel like that's cool because I watch some of the stuff too, but I'm not faithful like that. Like, people say, have you seen the have and the have nots? Not at all. No. Like, I haven't.
I have not.
I have not. but they're making money. And they're I don't know what season they're on, but I know they've been on for a long time. And I'm like, that's your thing. That's what you like to, because everything that I like to watch, everybody else don't like to watch.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, have it. But yeah, so I feel
it's warm.
I feel like do your thing, and I'll be sad because Madea was funny. People didn't like Boo, the movie, the part one. Listen, that shit was corny, but that shit was funny as fuck.
I was just about to say most of it is corny. Sometimes
that shit had me rolling.
I give you one thing, my girl, she controls the remote when she comes down. Usually, I don't let no motherfucker fuck with my remote, but when she comes, like she's one of them people that come. My laptop's closed. I'm not on my phone. I'm watching something. And she'll have the nerves to say, you watching this? Dude, you lucky I'm not the old me. Because I would have started with the B word. You know damn well I'm watching this. So I say, no. The dumbest answer I can give, no, I'm not watching this. I've been here for like 2 hours before you showed up. I'm not watching this. And she'll turn it to House of Pain. Corniest show ever. Every once in a while, I'll laugh.
Yeah,
I average about 0.6 laughs an episode.
I don't like that.
This motherfucker's crying. Like she could, I'm sure, like she at least squirted like a little bit of pee out every episode. I'm like, dude, but that just shows you how different people like different things.
Yeah, they do. You're not gonna
like she's fucking. Oh my god, everything they say. Oh man. All right, she will laugh her ass off. So I will say this. Yes, Tyler Perry has given a lot to black actors. I respect the fuck out of you for that.
Especially the men. When
but I don't think I miss Madea. I don't think I miss her.
I think I'll shed a tear. I'll shed it. She was funny. She was hilarious, especially when she first popped up on the scene. Like to see but like you said, it brought a lot of actors out. It did its job. She did her job. Like sometimes you do have to retire a character, and a lot of people do. Like, well, they retired the characters because the show was off. But still, sometimes things are here to be here, and then you get rid of them, and you know.
All right. Well, I got a question. I think I ran across this. And I haven't seen it because every fucking night I'm online looking for stories, blah, blah, blah. I really wanted Cortez because you're in like, you way more progressive relationship than me. You're actually engaged. So I want to ask you this. I want to ask everybody the question, but I really want your input to. I seen something called the Red Table. And for the last couple of weeks, Will and Jada have been like, dropping bombs on there, and I won't lie, it's some interesting shit. Like a lot of people were like, "Oh, Will and Jada, I'm sick of them," but I'm like, "Why? They people too. I want to know their story. I don't know what they doing." Basically, they came out like, "Look, our marriage fucking failed. Like, in a traditional sense, our marriage fucking failed. We fucked it up. But what we did was we redefined what marriage is going to mean to us, and for our family." This is what we doing. Could you do that? If you and Queen Robbie, if in a traditional sense, and I don't know what happened, like the cheating part didn't come up. Everything but cheating. It was like their relationship was like seemed kind of bad. The way they were saying it. Will, like, I was selfish. I threw your 40th birthday party and it was all about me. I didn't think about you. And it was like, and some of it was like sad. Like some of it was like really sad. Like, damn, I wouldn't.
I seen some of it.
Yeah, like I wouldn't do that to my girl. It was like he had a surprise 40th birthday party for me. He found, this some rich people shit right here. He was like found like some recordings from her great grandfather that he left and shit. And he was just like played it in front of like 100 people. Like some shit you supposed to keep. Like, you know what I'm saying? You and her is supposed to experience that moment. You know what I mean? You ain't supposed to fucking shock her in front of 40 fucking thousand people with the shit. So it was like, yeah, she was like, yeah, that was like a deal breaker. You know what I mean? And a lot of things like that, basically. Could you do that? If the traditional sense of your marriage failed for whatever reason, could you redefine it and just stay together for the sake of your kids? Or do you just call it quits? Like,
it really boils down to people change over time. And like when you first get married, you don't stay that way. And that's the thing. Like people get married, and like with Will and Jada, like when they got married, Will wasn't at a spot where he's at now. Like Will is a mogul. You know what I mean? Like this nigga is bigger. Like when you mentioned Will Smith, you don't
bigger
got
than Santa Claus,
right? You don't got nothing bad to really say about Will. You know what I mean? So and Jada, not saying that she's not as big as Will, she went a different route as well. So Will is this mega movie star or whatever, right? But then she's there doing her own thing, trying to get into movies as well. But she's not as big as Will, right?
No,
Will. At some point,
by association, she is.
Right. So at some point, they have to equal out, right? They have to find a way where Will is at the top, and let's say that she's at the bottom, right? They need to figure out a way to mesh that shit together. And they sat down and they talked about that shit, and Will understood her, and she understood Will, and they fucking figured it out. I'm tired of traditional marriages, man. This shit don't even make no fucking sense at all. Like, I love the church. I love my parents. I love everybody that's married, that got married in the church. And I'm not saying nothing bad about the church at all. But if you look at the dynamics, like I hate when people say, like not saying anything bad about God. I'm knocking on wood and shit. Please. But people say, like God is not going to give you too much to bear, right? And I look up all the time, and obviously either we blame it on the people because they can't bear it all, or we blame it on God because God must have lied. But the real reality is that God, like God placed marriage upon people because that shit is fucking hard. Like everybody don't deserve to be married. Everybody don't deserve to be with the person that they think they're supposed to be with. And that's the problem because everybody feels that way, but nobody's putting the work in. It's more divorces than people are. I mean, like it's more failed marriages than it is successful marriages. Mm-hmm. And that's a problem because we think that just because God brought us together, that he just going to guide us the whole way through.
Yeah.
How many fucking pastors and first wives you think get a divorce?
A lot.
A bunch of them. Like these are our leaders. Like if they can't bear it, how can I fucking bear it, right? Yeah. And that's the thing. That's what Will and Jada did. Will and Jada had to look at it like, if something's wrong with the traditional way, like why can't we mesh on like if us knowing each other? Like me and Bianca is two different fucking people.
Yeah.
Like Bianca, like, and that's what I had to tell about my woman. Like me and my woman. When you dropped the...
This fool licked his fucking finger.
Oh, shit, that motherfucker soft.
Yeah, that soft.
That shit was good.
Sorry, I done dropped the goddamn fork. Okay.
What the fuck you put in there? Bouillon cubes?
Yeah, nigga, this is good, bro.
How long you let that simmer?
I don't know where the fuck went. You ever drop something and you know...
That was your point.
You ever drop some shit and you look for it and that shit is across the room? You're like, damn.
I was more of this shit. What the fuck my fork at?
What the fuck is the fork? Nah, but they had to really look at it like me and my woman, you know, like we still like people like, I ain't even gonna lie. Me and my woman decided we met early 2014. I was just getting out of a divorce. I was going through a divorce. She was there. She was helping me out.
This nigga went through a public divorce, right, like a celebrity and shit.
I am so upset that I didn't get to see that part.
You seen the aftermath.
No, I didn't. I'm serious. I didn't.
You
like
the aftermath?
I didn't see. Listen.
That shit was better than the have and the have-nots.
That's what I said. Listen, that's what I said. I was about to say.
I dislike Ron.
I was about to say, find some of that old, those old stats and shit, so I could just go back and.
That shit was good. I didn't want him to go through it, but that shit was good. It was enjoyable.
This was every time.
I liked it.
Chapter 7.
He liked it.
Chapter 7.
Yeah. I was putting it out there. It wasn't that bad, but every now and again, I was just telling people. You know what I mean? What I was going through. Robbie showed up at a good time. She was dope. She helped me through it emotionally. And when we think about people like that, we thinking like, damn, they really here for a motherfucker. You know what I mean? So I might as well do good by them, right? So we had a child. You know, I'm thinking we doing the right thing. So I asked her to marry me. And then it seemed like as soon as I asked her, shit just started falling apart, man. Like shit was just. I mean, like we wasn't seeing eye to eye. She was going through her own emotional, you know, self. What she ever had, she had to deal with. Me, I'm trying to figure out my life. I got a daughter that's not my daughter, but I still raise her like she's my daughter,
which is respectable as fuck,
right? And I still got to deal with the mama, and the mama's causing me issues. When I don't really have to deal with these issues, I could literally just walk away. Yeah. But I did not want to walk away from her being my daughter. So I stayed, deal with the shit. Robbie helped me through it. And like we just fell apart for a minute, man. We fell apart for a little while. It was just like happy days were just kind of like gone. And like it was just like walking on eggshells at the house. And I don't know how many times I was just like, fucking, I'm about to leave. But I mean, it's still kind of, it's a lot, it's a way a lot better, but it takes some fucking getting to know each other. Like that's the thing, like getting to know each other. Like we just two different types of people that's trying to mesh together. And like what fucks everything up is that you come in with these principles and you like, this is how things supposed to go. And then she comes in with the principles, and she's like, "This is how things supposed to go, right?"
And then you have to compromise.
And you got to compromise because ain't no motherfucking black woman believe in no goddamn what the fuck? Why do I got to drink? And submitting. Like they don't.
Some do.
I don't.
It's rare.
It's rare. And normally time is when you like when women finally reach, and a man too, when they finally reach the understanding that if I want the traditional marriage, then I have to have the man lead, right? Mm-hmm. But in this tradition, in this situation, there is no fucking leader. Mm-hmm. It's just like you can't move without the head, just like the body can't move without the, like the head, or the head can't move without the body, and the body can't move without the head. Right? Yeah. You cut that off, then you separate places, right? So you both got to lead. You know what I mean? In your own sense. So we don't have no leader of the house. I'm trying to figure this shit out day by day, but what Will and Jada did was freaking amazing. They took something that was failing and made it successful, and that's what the Big Brothers has. Like, not every relationship is going to be the same.
Yeah, I'm about to go off.
No, I agree. Like, seriously.
I thought that was your exhale I heard over there.
She was waiting on me to say something stupid. She was nigga, go ahead and fuck up so I can get you. But that
she blew out for a long time and then took a long exhale.
Don't worry about me. I got you. Don't worry about it real quick.
She said,
but I didn't need to.
But we're going to be, like, regardless of
first of all,
whatever happens, because some people really believe like shit's supposed to happen because you're in love. You know what I mean? Like, she's supposed to go further and further. But sometimes, not saying that we're gonna break up and shit, but sometimes you just not with the right person. You know what I mean? Like, you can be with a person. You hear people all the time, they've been together for 10, 15 years. The kids is gone right now, and then they get a divorce because they really didn't fucking really want to be with each other. They was cool when the kids was there.
Yeah, they held it together for the kids.
Yeah, and then when you get by yourself and you really like, man, I ain't about to do this shit no more. Like, I done spent all my time. I'm not getting what I want out this motherfucker. And obviously, you not happy neither. Let's go our separate ways and have fun.
Junior about to go to college. Yeah. I'm about to dip out.
Yeah,
I'm going to Vegas.
My homeboy told me this one time, and I pray he ain't listening. One of my homeboys told me this one time.
I hope he is. What's his name?
he was like, damn, his parents had got a divorce, and he was just fucked up about it. And I was like, why? And he was like, man, like, my parents, they was living together. One day his dad came home and he was just like, if you don't change this, I'm out. And the woman was like, well, I ain't fucking changing nothing. So he fucking left and already had an apartment. Like, he already had the apartment. And he already had another woman. So it was kind of like,
shit.
Yeah, so he was kind of heartbroken by that. But then I was starting to think, like, you a grown-ass motherfucker. Like, you probably don't understand what was going on when you was a kid in that household. But as a man, as I know, as a man that I am now, I know how much shit goes on in the household the kids don't fucking know about. Like, you don't know about that.
Well, all of us do.
Yeah, you don't know about those fucking arguments that happen behind closed doors. Like, you don't know, like, how many times, you know, somebody disrespected the other person. You don't know none of that shit. Only thing you know is that mom and daddy was cool. They seem happy.
But when you put that, when you put that pressure on them too, it's kind of like when somebody tell you, if you had a friend and your friend is like, shit, you know, I'm out here making money, making moves, doing this, doing that. And then the next day they come to you, they be like, nigga, I really ain't got shit. Like, right. I'm homeless. I have nothing. And you kind of like, well, damn, what? Just yesterday you told me all this shit that you had, and now you coming out. So for a kid,
nigga, you just had Kevin Gates tickets,
right?
Like, yeah. So now you ain't going to see Kevin. Like, you ain't got no ride to see him.
I seen you on Facebook trying to sell the tickets, bro. What's going on?
I mean, I'm a buy them bitches, but I just want. I just want to know how you feeling. Can I get them for the
low though? Can I get them for cheaper?
I mean, because I know you need to get them off your hands. You look like you need some money right now.
I'll take them from me, bro.
Yeah, that's probably exactly what happened. He seen one thing and it really was another.
We do that though. We do that as. Okay, so I've seen a lot of people, men and women, who are together in relationships, and then they talk, men and women again, talk so greatly about this person, like, oh, they're everything, or she's so great to me and she does this, and then when they break up, all this negative shit come out. You know what I mean? And you just kind of like, but no, because you was just like, what happened? Because this is crazy. I can't believe this, because you were just speaking so highly of this person, and now you talking about this person. But that's just how it is when we do that. However, some situations, I like Will and Jada. I do, and I don't.
I love them.
I don't believe.
I want to move in with their ass.
I wish
they rich.
I wish, because people gonna judge them. That's why they don't ever come out and say what they really want to fucking say. Because if they really want to fucking say what they wanted to say, motherfuckers like, you know, the people that's supposed to think traditionally how marriage is supposed to go, they're gonna fucking judge them, and they're gonna stop their money.
Yeah, they really want to say they be having sevensomes.
Yeah, they want to say some shit like that, like.
They don't have threesomes.
Well,
they have sevensomes.
What I don't understand is traditionally, like people say traditionally, you didn't know the spouse you were going to have. That's not, you didn't pick people because you fell in love with
we're not talking about that far in tradition.
No. I'm talking about now. I'm talking about now.
No, American tradition wasn't like that, was it?
I'm talking about now because you have
like in Britain.
Well, then but what I'm saying is you have to realize too, different people, even black people, some people believe in different religions. Not everyone is the same. Not everybody's like, I'm a Christian. I'm a Baptist. I'm a Catholic. Not all these people are the same.
I'm just living out here.
So somebody else's tradition.
No more. He don't go to no synagogue or nothing.
I don't go. I'm just, I go to the store.
I walk in, put $2 in the offering tray. I'll go home.
I go to the store right after.
Y'all ain't never had them grandma. Hey, put this $2 in there since you're going to church. That's how I do. I just go put it in.
Slide you that. Fill this out. Like I can't even know.
Fill this out.
Why am I filling it out? I don't get it.
I forgot about that.
Fill this out.
The fill out, that's for the love offering. And then fill this one out. This is for my tithe.
I remember that. Got the little envelope and shit.
And this for the pastor appreciation.
I got $3 in there. You filled out hella paperwork.
Hella paperwork. You gotta put your name, address, how long you been a member and shit.
They put a little comment. I love you.
Yeah, you gotta put a comment on the love. Definitely on the love offering.
How old am I?
People don't even know this, but my dad is a pastor. People don't even know that. And I grew up in the church. I mean, like 2 or 3 services a Sunday. Like that's with me and my brothers.
Yeah, we went to 2.
Yeah, I mean, like
I met one of Cortez's brothers. I remember he was the funniest shit in the world. I had known I think it was like I knew of him for a minute. Then we actually started to, meet and talk and shit. Then I seen the nigga. I actually had seen his brother first. Like his brother's like, it actually looked like he ride a motorcycle or something. Tattooed up.
Yeah, that's my
like
brother.
Totally different. And I'm like, damn, that's your brothers. Like they like night and day.
He grew up in a different household.
That
nigga grew up with his mom. We grew up with our dad and mom. Like this nigga.
I gotta throw this in on the Will and Jada.
Hold on. He always used to do shit that we couldn't do. Like this nigga got tattoos at 15. And we was
no shit.
What?
It looked like he started early.
And that nigga had a baby.
Tatted the fuck up.
And then nigga had a baby at 16. We was like, you was fucking it.
Nigga, they letting you fuck over there? Hey, daddy.
Right.
I want to go over there.
My pops gave us a promise ring. That shit was gone the next week.
Oh, my God.
Where your ring go? Oh, I let my homeboy borrow it. He needed more.
Hey, you said when I had sex, I had to take it off.
Right.
I promise you I wasn't fucking.
I promise you I'll tell you later on. I ain't gonna tell you.
My parents even asked me. They just looked at me like, this motherfucker.
Nigga ain't got his, they start crying. This nigga got his ring on.
Right. He going to hell.
Hey, let me throw this in and see if y'all feel the same way. And I know I felt like this in past relationships. Like with the Will and Jada thing, like I don't think they doing it because they give a fuck about what somebody says. Like I think they stand together for their own reasons. But with regular people like us who only make like $660, it's like sometimes like I don't know if it's just me, but like it's embarrassing about a breakup, especially with somebody that you like thought that you're gonna be together for a while. And don't even bring social media into it. If you praising this woman and you love her, all of a sudden you come home and one night, like that shit's just over. Yeah. It's like you gotta really be, like you damn near gotta get stabbed to let everybody know. Like, and that's an escape. Like, hey, this bitch stabbed me, it's over. You know what I mean? But it's like, it's almost embarrassing to break up with somebody that you've built up and you've told these people like, hey, this is it. You talking about hoes and shit. All you hoes ain't got nobody. You niggas ain't got nobody. Right. All of a sudden, you don't got nobody. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think it's embarrassing for some people. So that's why I think some people won't take that route. But, man, with me and my girl, I would actually say, like, I don't know what kind of scandalous shit they went through that they might not tell you or something like that. Like, I'm not hanging on after that. But if what we signed up for was and we thought it was going to be this picture right here, this little beautiful fucking pictures and colors in HD, 4K, all that bullshit, and it don't happen like that, but it ain't no cheating or none of that bullshit, I think I could stay. But as far as, like, if it was some other shit, like, I don't want to fuck strippers with my girl. Like, no. No, I got a new relationship so I could just have a stable person in my life and on my side.
But I think that's what goes back to what Cortez said, which I totally agree. I feel like nobody's relationship is the same. So if a person says, nah, like I couldn't do that, it's kind of like, which makes sense. And nothing is wrong with that. Like, because that is what you won't do. Yeah. And people don't understand when another person says, well, I got standards or I got, stipulations. Everyone has them whether they say it or not. You like, this is something that I couldn't do. And another person is like, well, if that could help our relationship and we both agree to it, that works for me. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people have done that and they're together and that works for them. So I don't think relationships, marriages, anything, I don't think it's all, everything fits into one box of, I'm doing this, so you doing that wrong. Like your relationship is wrong. That ain't good. Like that's them. Yeah. Like that's them. Everybody's different. Everybody's raised different. Everybody has different points of views. And if that's what you want, then that's what you want. And I even had to learn to stop doing that. Like, I'm kind of like, oh, that's kind of crazy. Mm-hmm. But if that's what you like, that is your preference. Like, I had to learn some people don't want to do this. Some people don't want to buy houses. You know what I mean? Some people don't want to have kids. Some people don't want to do this. Everyone is different. And if we all keep putting relationships the same for everybody, like, no, you're supposed to do it this way. You're supposed to do it that way. Like, that's not, because you could get a person who's doing the traditional shit and still be fucking unhappy. And nobody's cheating. It's just bad communication.
Yeah. I feel like I went to this marriage counseling once, and my uncle was a marriage counselor. And my uncle and auntie, right? Fucking up already, right? You got my team behind me, nigga. They on my side, but nah.
Your motherfucking family got a lot of jobs, nigga.
I know, right?
Come on in, sit down. The couch is ready.
So my uncle, he's a pastor too.
I come from an unemployed family.
Right. My uncle, was like, he had to learn that my auntie, he went out and bought her flowers one time, right? Just because, right? And she was like, cool. Like, I don't really want those flowers, but thank you, right? But you know, when a nigga buy flowers, he thinking like, oh, this gonna really make her day, right? Yeah. And my auntie was like,
and they should.
Yeah. And my auntie was just like, I'm that's not my love. Like, I don't receive flowers as a love gesture. Yeah. She was like, but if you go get my toes done, like, I would like that better, right? I would go crazy over you saying, hey babe, I want to schedule you to get your toes done, or I want to go schedule you to get your eyebrows done, or something like that. That would make her day better than you saying I brought you some flowers.
So she actually told him that though?
Yeah. She told him
that's
that.
Good.
Yeah. Wow. So like, it made
some people leave you searching for years. Like, all I had to do was get your toes done. It's 20 years later.
Yep.
I ain't have to get stabbed. I ain't have to get shot.
But that's communication. You know what?
I can still be living with you.
Like, your partner has to feel comfortable of saying.
I didn't mean to cut you out, but that was funny. Like
it was hilarious.
I like a person that will come out and say, look, smart. This is what you need to do in order to keep me happy. These toes, nigga, get at them.
I don't. Stupid. One person is suffering when you can't tell another person everything what you want to do, because you kind of want to be like, I don't want to rock the boat. I don't want to do this. If a person is there for you, they won't mind you rocking the boat. It is what it is, because you're saying what you want. This is what
and
I
if a person loves you, it's not really rocking it. Just look, right. Tell me what you want. Yeah. And you know what I mean? We can make this easier.
Right. And I would rather for a person, your auntie, right, shit. She's like, hey, you can keep them flowers. I appreciate it. I'm not saying I don't, but I'm saying I would rather have this than that.
If you're gonna
do something for me. And nothing.
I'm starting to second guess my relationship. The other day,
this nigga get in his feelings. The other day,
I'm playing Madden, and my girl just sitting there. I thought she was asleep. She jumps up. She go in the bathroom. She come back. I'm playing Madden. I'm still looking at my plays.
Where's my?
All of a sudden, you know how
my stuff is here.
You know how when you cutting them nails and they're a little crispy, they make that loud sound when the motherfucker cut them.
Right.
Maybe I need to get her toes done.
You stupid.
They sounded crispy.
So Ron,
hey, don't get me wrong. I got them nails that make a sound, but I don't need my tail. I will handle this. But maybe she needs that.
Or maybe maybe if you don't have them done and you haven't handled it, maybe she's kind of laying next to your rough ass fucking feet, and she.
I ain't saying nothing about my rough feet. Now see, I said something about my nails.
You cutting her. She wake up bleeding and shit. Talking about, it's okay, baby. Don't worry about it.
Hey, I'm a sock sleeper. First of all,
I can't.
Let's get this straight.
A sock sleeper cannot be trusted. Like you say, feet cleavage. If you sleep in your socks, you cannot be trusted.
I'm not really open with feet. Hey, you know what? I gotta bring this up. I wonder if Cortez has seen it. There's a new dating show on. That's really fucking good.
I saw you post about that. What is it about?
What was the name of it?
You said it was like
God damn it! I closed Facebook on my laptop.
You said it was like real love or funny. What is it? You said
looking for love or it's some shit like that.
You said it was like funny. What is this? Well, you didn't say it was like funny love. You was like, but it's funny.
It's a good show when it's funny. I want to see if you can find it, but we'll have to pull it up. I don't know what the hell's going on with my laptop. I gotta. Hey Cortez, did you see the new show on? It's a dating show, all black cast. Like they started it out with like 12 females and 8 guys. It's based in Atlanta. Did you see it?
I don't got cable.
Stop bullshitting. You lying?
What?
I just got Hulu and Netflix. Not lying. What? How much is cable?
My shit too high. You should check out the show. Did you see the name?
I'm looking for what you posted because I don't know.
Okay, you said it's on dating show.
It's a dating show on. Nephew Tommy is the host.
Oh, that got to be funny.
Nephew Tommy's the host of it.
Why it gotta only be a certain amount of?
It's real good though. It's because they tried to set it like Atlanta. Like they basically was like, look, everybody's in Atlanta. Well, not everybody. Most of the people in Atlanta are looking for love. They're down here. They're making their money. They're a lot of business owners, people who, you know what I mean, they're doing good in life, but they're single. So they brought them to this mansion. Like,
real love, but what? No, I should say, but this is Ready to Love.
Ready to Love.
Oh, yep, I see it. Ready to Love.
All right, they got 12 beautiful women. And you know what? One of the dynamics, I never like a dating show because the niggas be hating. But I'm watching it, and I'm like, how am I supposed to feel about this? These some cool ass niggas. And it was all getting along, you know what I mean? Everybody on there was like, look, we not hating on each other. We got this chance to fucking find some dates. Maybe find a wife. We gonna get into this shit.
Do they have natural black women on this show?
One of the women was wearing a lot of makeup. And the cool thing about it, I ain't gonna lie, this nigga was kind of player. The way he came at her about all that fucking makeup was like, you know how, man, because like, you can't just come out and say, look, bitch, you got on too much goddamn makeup. What the fuck wrong with you? He kind of said it to her in a way. He was like, let me see a picture of you, how you really look. She pulled off her phone. She put her phone up. This motherfucker was beautiful. But she was like, this is an expression of me. Makeup, wild hair, you know what I mean? Different type of clothing and shit like that. All right, bottom line, y'all check out Ready to Love. But I was saying about these fucking feet, this nigga invited like 3 women to his house and a couple of guys. He was cooking, blah, blah. All right, they sitting around and got this little round little couch. And there's like this ottoman sitting in the middle of the room. Now, mind you, this nigga's like 6'5". This nigga will probably wear about a size 15. And he's the only motherfucker with his feet up there. He ain't got no socks on. And it's like, I couldn't be in that room. Like, I would have to leave. If Cortez invited me to his house and he made sure that his fucking feet was like in the middle of the whole conversation, I would have to leave. It's like, I don't understand that. Like, why would you put your shit on display like that? Do you do that, Cortez? Nope. I've never been to your house.
Nope.
But if I came to your shit, like, would I have to focus on your fucking feet while we talking?
No. My shit be covered up. Niggas can't walk around my house with no shoes on unless you one of the kids or Robin.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You can't, Ron. You can't for damn sure can't come over and take off your socks. Your shit probably fucked up. Ron got them feet where the big toe is over the second toe.
Oh,
it's sitting on that mother.
No, I'll tell you what's wrong with my feet. The only thing that's wrong with my feet is the toenails on my big toes. They kind of thick.
You know
kind
what?
of thick.
They kind of thick.
Kind of long.
No, they ain't long. I clip them. They thick.
That ain't bad.
Yeah, it's like when you get your toenail clippers, it's like it only go to a certain lid. So I kind of got to try to wedge in. I gotta carve these motherfuckers to get them right. But when I get them right, you can't tell until like a couple weeks later. And I gotta carve them again.
Do you go,
it's like it's never a simple
carve.
Do you go to the nail shop?
I don't want them to see them.
Man, come on, man. Go to the nail shop. You know what? I was against it. Then I went. That shit feel good. Look good. Like,
I bet it do. Good.
I don't go often. I've been like 2 or 3 times.
I don't want these motherfucking Asian bitches to know that I don't just have a simple clip on my big toe. But they might have some shit in there with like a little width to it.
Yeah, they got you. They got you, bro.
You know what I mean?
We'll go together.
Because you only get a couple centimeters with the motherfucking 99-cent clippers from the dollar store.
Oh, you can't get enough. It
ain't enough.
Some thick ass toenails, man. You can't go to the dollar store.
I've noticed
toenail clippers.
That since I've been over 40, that my big toenails been a little thick.
That nigga at the Ace Hardware store trying to. Y'all got some goddamn 5-inch clippers in this mother.
I finally found a tool.
Got these hedges clippers up here.
I'm calling in. I'm taking off today. I got to work on my feet.
Somebody come over here and help me. The girl, he playing Madden and he talking about his girl's feet and she looking like I can't even fucking sleep because every time this nigga rub his feet together, them shit is carving our wood. Like, nigga talking about carving. Nigga, you carving parts.
How much wood could a woodchuck
Shit.
Hey, but I'm being honest. Like, if you catch me a day after a clip, Hey, I can go with it. I can rock some flip flops.
I gotta see these men outside of these pictures because I am not impressed.
Who are these
all right, you know what? You gonna judge them?
I gotta watch it. I want to watch it because sometimes.
All right, one more thing. I want both of y'all to watch because I want to bring this up next time. They had one guy on the show.
Who?
And to me, now I'm not just the light skinned dude, bald head, kind of older guy. He's a priest. He's a pastor.
Okay, Chris.
Yes.
Oh God, yeah.
Chris was a funny ass, and like I said, I watched this show. Like most of the time, you don't like the niggas for some reason. We hate on them. We like, oh, this nigga think he this nigga think he that. I was just looking at these niggas and they wasn't hating. It was just like it was a cool little mellow vibe to the show. So I'm looking at Chris. He's an OG nigga, probably about 50, and he was super hilarious. But every time Nephew Tommy, because at the end of every show, he asks all the women because they got to kick the niggas out first, the dudes out first until they got down to 3. Now it's reversed, and they going to start kicking the women off, I guess, until they get down to 3 again, then they'll make another change.
Damn, why? Okay.
The shit is good, but they didn't like him specifically because he was a pastor. So a lot of the women will come, joke with him, laugh. He'll fucking make them laugh till they piss. But when they got to themselves, they was like, I don't know. I don't go to church, so I don't plan on going. I don't want to go. It was just, they just kind of judged him on that pastor thing. But he was kind of telling them like, hey, look, this is what I do. I believe in God. I do this. I do that. But that will have no bearing on you. I'm not trying to change you. But it's just a real good dating show.
At the end of the day, it would. Just like, just like handicapped.
I don't think so. I didn't get that vibe from him.
Just like handicapped people.
I didn't. Like every pastor got to be the same?
No, not every pastor the same. But if you're a pastor, obviously you hold a leadership. And as a leader, you have to have your woman standing by you. You know what I mean? It just equals out that way.
Right.
If you can't fucking preach to me and your woman ain't at church.
I mean, Megan Good. Come on, like, are we?
Is she married a pastor?
Yeah.
Well, I think
a pastor in that?
I think is he a pastor or is he like an evangelist or he speaks?
No,
for
I think
people?
he a pastor.
That's crazy because I know there was virgins or they didn't have sex before they got married.
I think he
and he told every woman that he didn't want to have sex either until he got married.
Right.
And that turned them off. Even the ones that was feeling like they didn't even give a fuck about, oh, you a pastor? You might try to, you know what I mean? Like, you might try to be overbearing on me for the shit I'm doing on the streets. Oh, we not fucking? All right, I'm going to go to the next thing. It was like, it's a real cool show. I think he got done wrong on that one. That's what Chris, my nigga.
I'm going to watch it. So we got to watch that so we can, okay. I want to see it. I got to get that down deep.
Well, hey, we almost done. We probably got about 5 minutes left. So I'm not going to. I don't think I got no more topics. We're going to talk about what y'all want to talk about.
Like a countdown.
Yeah, because I try to take it to a certain length because people like our 2 hours. They love them.
We had an hour and 55 minutes.
Yeah, Bianca always on me for telling or keeping the audience informed. I want y'all to know where y'all at. If y'all at work, y'all been listening for an hour and 56 minutes and 7 seconds.
Well, they going to know when they look, when they see the time.
Oh, they don't look. They just listen and, oh, you know what? Dude, look at that power topic. Look at that power topic. Did you hear about that?
Oh, I didn't. I heard about it, but I didn't know it was for certain yet.
It's for certain.
It is for real?
50 Cent confirmed it on his Instagram account.
I know you'd be lying a lot.
He do.
Yeah, so I don't know.
He said 6 9 was dope. He said 6 9 was his son.
He said he released the final season of Power, the final episode of Power too. I know he said it jokingly, but people still blame that motherfucker.
I was looking for it.
Yeah.
But all right, you know what? I'm gonna give you control. Is there something else on there?
Drugs. Let's talk about drugs.
Let's talk about drugs.
So I've just been introduced to drugs. I don't know if anybody knew that. We got a little bit of time about edible experience.
Okay.
I've seen you post about these edibles.
This is real.
Wait a minute. Them was real jokes?
I know, right? That's what.
Bro, you got to be bullshitting.
I'm not bullshitting, man. Like, I'm going to tell you about my edible experience. So, I'm at this job, right? And I'm a true believer that drugs are bad. I'm not a weed head. I don't really drink. I ain't none of that. I do teach. So, I don't do none of that, right? I don't do none of that shit.
I'll teach a little bit.
Yeah. But yeah, but at this particular time, I'm at work or whatever, and I'm talking to a couple of coworkers. This is a past job. So I'm talking to a couple of coworkers. Right, I don't work there no more. And we sitting down. This is a professional environment, right? And they're like, man, I can't wait to go to Vegas and take some edibles or get high and shit like that. And I'm looking like, you can do that? You know, like in this particular profession, right? And he's like,
you going now?
He's like,
when you leave?
Fuck yeah, I can do that, right? And another person, these are all white people too. Another white person that's like, man, dude, we had edibles last weekend or got high last weekend, and like, nigga, it was fucking amazing, right? And the whole time I'm thinking like, when you think about drugs in our community, you think about like crackheads, you think about weed heads, you think about people that you went to school with that just got strung out on weed and they ain't fucking around. You know, they ain't around no more, or they didn't graduate. So it was kind of like that particular thing got me from not wanting to try it, right? So I'm looking like I'm 30 years old. I'm gonna fucking try it.
I'm grown, nigga.
So
can't nobody tell me what to do.
Right. So
Give me the edibles.
So I'm at this place of environment now that like the edible just came across my face. This is a whole different environment. And I looked and I said, what's that? And the guy was like, oh, this is a little edible. It's a gummy. I'm looking like, what it do? He's like, man, you take this, only take half of it. Because if you take the whole thing, you don't want to go to the hospital. And since this is your first time, just take a little tiny piece of it. So I bought 2. So I'm like... So,
give me 6 out.
But I bought 2. But I bought 2 because the way that he made it seem, right? Like take a little bit.
Like no punk.
No, not going on no punk. But if the edible, if I took half and that didn't shit work, and then I took another half and that shit didn't work, then maybe I just take a whole, right? So I get home this day, right? And this is a funny ass. This is a real story. I get home and I got these 2 edibles. I put one up and I sit down at the table. And I'm like, all right, Ted, just take half of it, right? So I take half of that shit, and it's a small gummy. It ain't nothing but like a dime size. No, it's probably a nickel or quarter size of a gummy. Yeah, you know what they look like? So she's stupid. so I eat it, right, and I go to my room.
He made the sound.
I go to my room. All right. So I go to my room, right, and you know my woman's in the room. We all chilling, and I'm playing the game or whatever, and I'm like, man, I don't feel shit. So I go eat the other half, right? And I'm chilling.
How long was that though?
It was like first half was like 15 minutes, and then I ate the other half within. I mean, like I ate the first half, then 15 minutes later I ate the second half. Right?
I thought you were about to say like 2 or 3 minutes. You impatient motherfucker, just wait.
So I hit the person that gave it to me, right? And I'm like, this shit's whack, man. I want my money back. Like it was $20. Like I really they seen how stupid I was. They was like, oh, we'll get this nigga for 20 when it's really like 5. So I'm like, nigga, I want my whole 20 back. And he was like, when did you take it? And I was like, nigga, I took it. You know what I mean? Like it's been like an hour, right? It ain't really been an hour at this point, right? So I'm sitting and I'm playing the game and I felt my body tingle. And I was like, this is fucking weird. But I kept playing the game. The next thing I know, I was outside my fucking body. I was looking at myself play the game. I was in the fucking game looking at me play me on the fucking game, bro. Like, it was so surreal, man. I looked over at my woman, and I kid you not, Ryan, I looked at my woman. Remind you, this is like 30, 45 minutes in. I looked at my woman, and I'm like, man, you know what sounds good right now? She's like, what, Cortez? I'm like, a steak. And this is what she said, bro. This is what fucked me up.
I thought it was going to be way freakier than that.
This is going to fuck you up.
Meat.
So, I'm like, a steak. And she going to look at me. Remind you, this is like 45 minutes in. She was like, you've been talking about a fucking steak for the last 2 hours. I said, what? I asked you this before? Like, nigga.
Wait a minute.
It blew my mind. I was like, when did I ask you this? She was like, Cortez, you asked me this 5 minutes ago. And I was like, so where's the fucking steak, right? then
I woman would have goddamn meat at this.
Right. Then I say, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just order a pizza. I kid you not.
With steak on it.
No. I kid you not. Once I said order pizza, I heard the door knock. And I said, who the fuck is at the door? She was like, Cortez, you ordered a pizza a fucking hour ago. I said, I ordered a pizza? Nigga, it seemed like everything.
What money did I use?
Right. And I was thinking, like, everything I was doing, I was thinking out in my head, and then I was saying it. But what I was really doing is saying it out loud and then saying it again. Like, that's how fucked up he made me, right?
Wow.
So I got like a small hallway to my bedroom to the front room, right? Tell me why it felt like it took 20 minutes to get to the goddamn door to get the pizza. Like, it felt like I was just moving Like everything, like the hallway was just long as shit, right? And I'm just moving I think I'm moving fast, but I'm moving like hella slow, right? So I finally get the pizza, I eat the pizza, and I go back in the bed, right?
The whole pizza?
About 2 or 3, 4 boxes. I don't know. No, I'm just playing. It was just like 2 or 3 pieces or whatever, right? And I'm talking to my woman, I'm trying to get some shit, and she's like,
of course,
she's really trying to like playing me off. I felt really sad too. Like I felt like she didn't love me, man. Like I really just felt like how
druggy ass.
I'm like, how can you not love me?
Shit made you emotional like that patch.
Yeah, now I'm emotional and shit, and I'm talking about my relationship, and she was like, I just wish you would go fucking to sleep, right? So that was my first experience, right? So I tried it a couple more times after that, but this is the last time I tried it. This all is like in like a 2-3 week span, right? Every time I go to this particular place, I'm getting an edible, right? So this last time, bro, I kid you not.
Where was you going?
Well,
I need to swing through that.
This particular time, I hollered at one of my homeboys. For some reason, I found out that he had edibles, right? And he was making them, right? So he hit me up and he's like, what you need? I'm not knowing nothing but some gummies, right? He was like, all right, I'm gonna throw you some gummies in there, some cookies and some brownies and shit like that. And I'm looking like, whoa, that's way too much. He was like, nah, it's on the house. So I pay him
on the house.
Yeah, I pay him about like $35 or some shit, and I got like a baggie, and I'm walking home, into the house with my bag,
holding the drugs up in the air,
right,
in plain sight.
I got it.
I got drugs.
This ain't shit but snacks, right? So I go in the house.
This ain't nothing but snacks.
And I'm taking these particular ones like, once a day or whatever, and they making me feel good. I'm not doing nothing outlandish. I'm really just going to sleep, right? So this particular time he told me, because I felt like they wasn't strong enough. So he was like, what you want to do is take the cookie and put some bread in a Ziploc bag with the cookie, and it's going to make the cookie moist, right? So I was like, okay, cool. I never heard of this before or whatever. So I leave it in the house for like an hour. I'm not an hour, for a day. And I come the next day, and this is the layout. I'm going to tell you the backstory, right? This is backstory.
This is getting good.
And she going to probably be mad, but this is the backstory. My woman has been planning for a month to go hang out with her friends for girls' night, right? And they all got together and they got like this Airbnb, and it's a pajama night. Everybody's bringing something, right? Everybody's supposed to be there at 7, right? So my woman, it's like 5:00. My woman leaves, or she's about to leave, and she's like, I'm about to go get my nails done. I'm gonna get my eyebrows done and whatever, and then I'll be back. And I was like, when you come back, can you please bring me some food, right? And she was like, are you high? I'm like, nah, but I'm about to be, right? 'Cause I just took the edible, right? So I eat
not right now, but I'm about to be.
Right, so I eat the cookie, right? And she goes.
What kind of cookie was it?
It was a chocolate chip cookie. I'm
trying to get in on this.
It was a big size of a chocolate chip cookie, right?
All right.
So probably the size of a normal hand. Probably the size of a normal hand, right? Not nobody that's 6'7" or some shit.
Did it really have chocolate chips in it? Or was it just little weed dots?
No, it was chocolate chip cookies, right? So
okay.
So I eat it. It remind you, what time is it? 5, right? 5:30, right? So she leaves, and my woman's always late to everything. So I'm knowing that she's not gonna make it by 7. I know she's probably gonna make it by like 8 or 9 or whatever, right? Yeah. So I call her after like 45 minutes or 30 minutes, and I was like, "Don't worry about bringing nothing home. I already ordered a pizza." 'Cause that was my go-to. Like, I always order a pizza, right? So I ordered a pizza, and I lean back after eating my pizza, and I'm in my bed, and I'm laying down looking up at the ceiling. And I promise you, Ron, my spirit was looking right at me. Like, I kid you not.
Did it scare the fuck out?
Yo, I'm looking like I'm like, this is a real. I kid you not. Like, I feel like I'm outside of my body. I really felt like my spirit was leaving me, and I was dying. Like, my flesh was still here, but my spirit was gone. Like, and I was tingly. I was out of space. I didn't know where the fuck I was at. I was looking around. Like, where's my spirit at? Like, he not fucking here no more. Like, he need to come back or I'm gonna die, right? A woman come in the house. She's like, one look at me, and she was like, you got to be fucking kidding me, right? Because at this point, I'm almost damn near butt naked because I'm high and I'm trying to find myself, right? Yeah. So my woman's like, she gets all dressed, bro. I kid you not. She gets all dressed. She got all her clothes on. She's looking real nice, right? She's about to leave. It's like 7:30, 8:00. And she looks back at me, right? And I know what she's going to ask. And in my mind, I'm like, Tez, you have to say yes, right? So she asked me, and she was like, do I got to stay at home? And I wanted to be, you know how girls be when they ready to go, like they already got it planned and they about to hit out the house.
Yeah,
like ain't nothing gonna fucking stop them, but emergency, right? And I was like, baby, you cannot leave because I can't raise these kids without my goddamn spirit, right? Yo, only thing I remember after that, she was like, are you fucking serious? And I'm like, if you find the spirit before I find it, then you can fucking leave, right? Because I can't find my fucking spirit, right? So then she said,
when I find out, I'm gonna beat the shit out of her.
So then she only thing I remember is her slamming doors and cussing me out, and I was laughing the whole time. And I wasn't laughing because I was thinking she was mad. She was laughing. It's because I didn't have a spirit in me to care. Like my spirit wasn't there for me to care, bro.
Wow.
Right. So I'm looking like, damn, she like really upset, but my morals is already fucked up. I'm just looking like,
you ain't got no spirits.
You ain't got no spirit, bro.
Yeah.
So then she's like, I wasn't in there fucking 7 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock. Like it's gonna be over. I'm looking like, dude, calm down. Just leave at 10. Like you gonna be gone all night. Just leave at 10, right? It ain't no big deal. And she's like, nah, that ain't the point. I'm supposed to be helping set up. I got shit to do and blah, 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 right? So she sits on the bed and she takes all her clothes off and shit. So she sits on the bed with her pajamas on and shit because she thinks she's done for the night, right? So I fall the fuck to sleep. I wake up, she's gone, right? It's like, no, I wake up and I'm thinking she's gone, right? It's like 4 o'clock in the morning when I finally wake back up, right?
Yeah.
So then I'm looking like, damn, she's not here. Then obviously she must be in the living room,
Look
right?
at Bianca.
I go, mind you, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. So I go in the living room, right? And I'm looking for her.
Shut up, Rod.
I'm looking for her because now I'm sober. I'm looking for her. And I turn to my right and she sleep on the couch. But what got me though, that she looked like
Your spirit was in there fucking with her.
No. What got me?
My bad.
What got me though was she was fully dressed. And she was fake sleeping. And I thought about it. And I woke her up and I was like, where the fuck you been at? And she was like, I just got back home from going out with my friends. Mm-hmm. And I was like, what time you get home? She was like around 2:30. And I was like, but it looked like you fucking fake sleeping, right? Like she just got home because one of our rules.
I know fake sleeping when I see it.
Yeah, one of our rules is like don't be out past 3 o'clock. That's kind of disrespectful to both of us, right?
Yeah.
So what time is it right now? I got a couple more hours. So anyway.
Oh shit! No, I'm cool.
So anyway, I feel like she took advantage of me not having my spirit because she's never really out that late. So I don't really fucking know what time she really came home, right? So I think my spirit let her back in the house, bro.
I was just about to say, what if you came out there and she was on the couch with your spirit doing shit she ain't got no business doing?
Yo, like for real, bro. Like, have you ever felt like your spirit leaving you?
I'm serious though. I mean, it'll be you, but it's not you.
Yeah, bro. That'd be
what if you just saw that?
I don't trust my goddamn spirit. any spirit that leaves
your
you
spirit on the couch doing shit you ain't never did to her.
Right. If any spirit that leaves you in a time of need, then I don't need my goddamn spirit no more, bro.
Oh, weak ass spirit. I'm about to hire.
I kid you not. That night, like, cause I seen how painful it was for her. Like, it wasn't like a big deal for me because I'm thinking like you gonna be out regardless or whatever, right? But she had
you was high.
Yeah, she had this plan. So I went in the cabinets or whatever, and I just threw all the rest of the baggie away. Never did the edible since then.
You so weak.
And to tell you the truth, that was just like a couple.
I thought she was gonna sympathize.
Yeah.
Oh, you weak ass.
That was just 2 weeks ago. So
wow.
Just
no, that was like a year ago.
Absolutely sad.
Yeah, I don't do that shit no more, man. That shit whack.
Scene. You
damn.
handle it.
Now I'm vaping. So anyway, like it's a whole different life.
Well, vaping is different. Your spirit at least stays inside, right?
Yeah, the vaping experience is dope. Like it don't really have a smell to it, but when you do vape, I don't vape drugs. So when you do vape,
okay.
Listen,
tobacco.
He just gave this whole story back.
We heard it. They heard that on the show.
Like, are you serious?
That was listen like, did that nigga just blink?
Then I need to talk to. Okay, so
loud ass eyelids.
I've experienced edibles of all kinds. Okay,
have you?
What's this? It's more kinds than one.
So here's no, yeah.
Wait a minute. I need to drug test you. I didn't know that when I hired you.
So listen. First of all, you didn't hire me. I'm here for free. You can't get fired. Nothing can be taken away that's not given.
Oh, you right.
But except for liquor,
right? That can be taken.
That bottle's mine. No. So yeah, when I went, I've never smoked weed. I don't smoke. Period. I just don't.
Right.
But my cousin's like, got these edibles. And I'm like, okay. Like, that's cool. I guess that's fine. Because I'm more of a... Since I have back problems. I want you all to know. Since I have back problems.
That's the only reason I did it, because my back be hurting sometimes.
I've been taking, I'm good with Oxy. Due to my back problems. So.
I'm drug testing your ass.
Because it's a medical condition. So, that's what I like. But
that's what you like.
That's a loud ass eye roll. Y'all eyes are noisy.
So
fucking audience hearing everything on y'all shit.
So we got these edibles. So there's like hard candy. There's the cookies. There's the gummies. Okay, so I tried the gummies, and my cousin is wigging. My cousin's like, "Woo, shit!" And I'm sitting up here like. Maybe I need another.
You was good.
Because you already on Oxy.
No, I haven't. Okay, so it's been a while since I had.
Oh, okay.
No, really. It's been a while because, the Connect left. But, so.
The doctor left?
Sure. So, he moved to a different location. So.
Got her cousin signing the prescriptions. Boy,
how many did you give me this stuff? Just 10. No. So I took those and I'm like, nothing's happening. Maybe I need the hard candy and the gummies and the cookies and the whole thing. That shit did absolutely fucking nothing for me.
Oh, that's
and
crazy.
Everybody else that was around, swear to God, everybody else that was around was like feeling it. Like they was into it.
You took the same amount they did?
I took more than what they did.
Wow.
And the only thing that ended up having me do was go to sleep. So now since my cousin is all the time, she's like, because that's her thing. She's like, are you going to? I'm like, no. I need a doctor.
Oh, no.
Why you need a doctor?
For my back problems. So I can take my hydros.
How does Oxy make you feel?
Alive. Listen, back in the day, I could not go to a party without it.
That's crazy. I hear people talk about it, but isn't that an opioid?
Oh, gosh.
No?
Yeah.
That's what crack got.
It's great.
Crack is whack. Opioid.
Listen, I feel like Whitney talking about shit. Listen.
Not all crack is whack.
Nothing's wrong with you can get hooked.
Some crack is all that.
I've seen people get hooked off of Oxy and all kind of prescriptions, but I just maybe it's just the high tolerance. I don't know, but that's just not. But
you got a high tolerance for something you ain't never did.
What? No, I'm talking about for codeine and for
God damn.
Well, that's what's in it.
Went from Oxy to fucking codeine. That's what's in
the hydrocodone. Like all of that is. But that was back in my partying days.
That was last week.
I wish. I wish I told you the doctor moved. I told you the doctor left.
Yeah, because it's a fake prescription where you can actually read the name. Mother got Daryl on there.
that look like mine. But what's crazy to me when people show all these people who smoke and shit like that, and they'll show pictures of their weed, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, look at all these. You see this? This is like the blueberry. You see the crystals on that shit?
Look at the hands on that.
Let me help people understand. Dick Gregory said it the best. First of all, that shit does not come out of the plant. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. So if you are getting this different type of weed, you are not getting organic grown weed. You are getting the weed that they are
genetically engineering.
Yes.
And you can get cancer from that shit.
So please stop talking about people who drink, who do certain things just because you smoke this different type of weed and you like, no, it's okay. No. They fixed that shit for you. They did that shit for you. That shit did not come out of dirt, out of a bad fucking plant. That shit came. They fixed that shit. I be telling
motherfuckers
and
about
sold that shit to you.
Hey, the youngsters be telling me, "Oh, G Ryan, you ain't never smoked no weed. You ain't smoked in 8 years." Like, man, you niggas walking around with chlamydia. Hey,
damn,
we gonna be back next week.
How do you eat?
Get checked.
I gotta go get rechecked.
Hey, you niggas got STDs. Ain't nothing. Hey, that shit is not of the earth. Just like you said, they fucking putting shit on it. These motherfuckers is crossing strands. Now every celebrity, like how every day a new celebrity say like, I got a strand. You niggas is making that shit. That shit is not of the ground. It ain't coming out the ground. It ain't natural no more.
So if I got a back problem and I take a hydrocodone because it hurt and I can't move all the time. Don't say nothing if you sit up here smoking crystals. Okay?
Yeah, but once your back don't hurt, don't take no more, or else you a druggie.
That's the shit hurt all the time. I've been dealing with this.
I don't have any drug stories because me and my girl are clean.
Good job, bro.
First of all,
well, my girl ain't. But
I ain't trying to out nobody. But when I see the shit, I was
She showed trying to put past the other day. I said, whoa, I don't do that.
hey,
what the fuck's going on?
No more.
Hey, we just playing. Hey, we will catch y'all next time. Thanks for listening.
Later.
Keep on downloading.
Peace.